Hi Ryan, how are you doing? So yeah, I did a lot of runs with Yelan, but still I want to somehow summarize all of the stuff about Yelan and Xingqiu, you know? Makes sense in my opinion because we will get Yelan's rerun in a couple days. Let's say if you need Yelan, if you have Xingqiu, because like let's say yes, Yelan's a premium 5-star, pretty good character and very useful, but you know, like Natlan on the way with a new character, new mechanic, new Night Soul mechanic, which is going to be crazy by the way, for a whole Natlan patch. So yeah, maybe. Hey Go, how are you doing? So yeah, because of that, I would say if you ask me, I mean, you know, I have Yelan, I got Yelan on first rerun. That's crazy, I never saw that. So yeah, I got Yelan on the first, like, when she first released. So yeah, for me, back then, I had Xingqiu as well. And Xingqiu was, yeah, Constellation 6 already. Yes, like Yelan, it's like pretty good update. C0 Yelan. But still, now for some characters, Xingqiu might be way more useful, especially for the characters like Alhaitham, like Arlecchino. For national team, by the way, you can use Yelan because, let's say for Raiden national, I mean, because like Yelan, since Raiden has resistance to interruption, you don't need Xingqiu. And Yelan can buff Raiden. So it depends, but overall I would say Xingqiu is not a bad character and not a bad option. So yeah, if you don't wanna use your Primogems and like you don't have extra Primogem, like let's say free to play, something like that. So yeah, it's better to like go for Natlan characters instead of Yelan, because Furina or mommy. Yes, kinda Go. I mean, you know, like, you know why? Because let's say she's a premium. Again, not a bad. I will do like, let me just change my. Instead of official, I go Yelan.
Let's go get ourselves some.
Because like, let's say, she has pretty good signature weapon, by the way, but I wouldn't suggest you to go for that weapon. You know why? Because this one, for a supportive Yelan, is way better in my opinion. I mean, Favonius Warbow, if you like set this, like if you like go with a proper set, which is emblem, with pretty good and with pretty reasonable crit rate, crit damage and energy recharge, then I would say no need to go for her signature weapon. Yeah, signature weapon, yes, gives you 88% crit damage. On top of that, 20% more HP, yes. It's okay, but still she's off field DPS. Yes, you can use her as on field DPS, but you know, it's better to use another characters. Yeah, hi Yoni, how are you doing? Hi V, how are you doing guys? I will do couple rounds, like I will switch, let's say I can go national team or wave team with Zhongli. Let's say like Kazuha, Yelan, or maybe Zhongli, Arlecchino team with Zhongli, Arlecchino on Inspire Abyss. She's good with energy because it's only 70. Xingqiu is 80, which is like a little bit more, so you need more energy. She's like, she can get with Favonius Warbow and like enough energy recharge, she can get all of the energy with one, like with only one skill. Her skill is pretty useful in like in Overworld for exploring. For real, that skill is just crazy. A little bit annoying at Spiral Abyss. You know why? Because like you need to cancel it, like when you mark the enemies. Xingqiu instead like only has like let's say it's like melee skill, So that's why, in my opinion, it's way more useful. I mean, way more simple, I would say. Not useful, but simple. Okay, let me do like couple runs with different teams, Yelan and Xingqiu, and we will see. Can you give me your opinion about my Ayaka, please? Yes, of course. Just a second. Oh, no. It's like that, if I'm not mistaken. You know, like, yes, I can, but this set, it's like, I don't know, maybe it's because of, like, you are doing melt mostly, that's why elemental mastery and burst. I mean, this set is not best set for her, it depends. I mean, if you go for the melt, then yes, you can use this set, but her signature set is Blizzard, which is not bad. If you play out of her burst, then emblem set can be better, but I wouldn't suggest you, because, like, you know why? Her skill and normal attacks also pretty good part of her damage. And you need a lot of energy. Stats are pretty good. Energy recharge is not enough. You know why? Let's say, since because of these artifacts, I mean, elemental burst damage 20%, and you have only 127 energy recharge is not enough. You know what I mean? I mean that if you play out of her burst, then you need to go like 150, something like that, to get that burst, to get all of the energy back quickly enough to use that burst again. So yeah, it's not enough with these sets. You know, let me show you my build. I mean, I don't use Ayaka so much, but still, she's builded and she's triple crowned, by the way. So yeah, for me, she's not a bad character, but, you know, Cryo is a little bit... So yeah, for me it's 36 to 158 and 146. I use this weapon, but it also gives me, like, when she's on field, let me show you. When she's on field, she receives additional 28.
Kamisato Ayaka.
Sorry, when she's in it, she receives additional crit rate from that weapon. On top of that, I use this set, which gives me more crit rate. It's like 40 crit rate more. So for me, it's 100 to 258, you know? And even if I lose weapons crit rate, I still will be okay with a 76% crit rate. So yeah, this weapon is pretty cracked for, even though it's like it has condition, like when HP is above, it's still pretty good weapon, by the way. So yeah, but in my opinion, it would be better to like switch to this set. This set is way better. It's Blizzard's straight. It's all old set for her, or you can go with emblem, which I wouldn't suggest. It's up to you. Oh, hi Lucifer, how are you doing? But I have the Ayaka weapon. She is... I mean, yes, I have that weapon. Also, let me switch it. I have this weapon as well. I mean, you mean this one? Yes. I have Missplitter. And still, even with Missplitter, I will get like 255.
A blade
and also like plus
40%
crit rate. It comes from this set. Like, affected by cryo, their crit rate increased by 20. If the opponent is frozen, crit rate is increased by 20 more, additional 20. The crit rate is increased, so it's a 40 crit rate. If you use in a freeze team, it's pretty good addition, by the way. So yeah, and that weapon is like, it's a signature weapon. I usually don't use like 5-star weapons. I try to avoid them. Like, if I have some other option. So So yeah, for me, like, this one is not bad, but still, I mean, yes, if you have her signature weapons, then yes. But I would suggest you to switch your set, if you ask me. You know why? Because like Blizzard set is way more better on her. Oh, just a second. It's better to go for Blizzard set. Because like, no need to go, like, with Blizzard set, you just, like, if I'm not mistaken, your circlet is crit rate. Oh, it's crit damage. Oh yeah, that one gives you 44%. Like, you can, by the way, switch to her signature with Blizzard set and like go for like pretty low crit rate, because like set itself gives you 40% additional crit rate. And also, by the way, if you go double cryo in a team, you will get additional 50% crit rate. And if you go not double cryo, but cryo, and that cryo is going to be Rosaria C6, you will get additional 12%. So you can go like without crit rate at all. Let me show you. Like, you can check it right here. If
Only those who sample it many times can appreciate its
she
true
always
qualities.
talks about that sort, you know. Okay, let me just add a team. Yeah, just a second. So yeah, elemental resonance for cryo gives you increased crit rate against opponents that are frozen or affected by cryo by 15. On top of that, if you have Rosaria, if I'm not mistaken with constellations, I need to check. Let me check it. Oh no, it's not with it. It's like passive. Like when Rosaria strikes an opponent from behind, Rosaria's crit rating. Oh, it's for Rosaria. I'm sorry. Just a second. Then casting increase crit. Oh yeah, this one. So yeah, if you use that burst, I mean, increases crit rate for all nearby party members by 15 of Rosaria's crit rate for 10 seconds. So yeah, it's additional 30%, just like with second cryo and with Rosaria. So yeah, you can go like without any crit rate at all, you know? And you can go one hydro, let's say, to do some freeze. So yeah, I mean, like, it's better to switch to Blizzard set. Yes, it's a little bit annoying to farm, but by the way, back then, this domain is right here, this one. Back then, this one was one of the best domain, because like this set was hydro characters and this one for cryo characters. So yeah, two sets was super useful back then. I don't know in which team play her. Oh, hi Date, how are you doing? I play Ayaka, Shenhe, Kazuha and Kokomi, Ayaka, Shenhe, Nahida and Bennett. Actually, it's not a bad teams, you know, but, you know, now Cryo, to be honest, Cryos, like, it's not so powerful. I mean, let's say, even though you like Ayaka, like, you know, like, I personally, even though my Ayaka is like triple crowned, and I like Ayaka, but I don't use her so much. I would rather use like Rosa as a supportive character than Ayaka, because Ayaka is DPS on field and her damage output now is not so high. I mean, cryo characters now in Genshin Impact, they're a little bit like, they don't have so much power, unfortunately. It's because of Dendro, because cryo cannot react with Dendro. Maybe we definitely will get something like in the future, because like cryo, like it's obvious, it's like maybe one of the weakest element now in the game. So yeah, about the team, by the way, yes, you can use with Xingqiu, you can use with Yelan to do some freeze. Yelan is, let me try it, why not? Just a second. I will switch my weapon to Kokomi is not bad, you know why? Because Kokomi is a healer as well. So yeah, with Kokomi, by the way, you can easily use this weapon. I mean, Harbinger of Dawn. Not a bad weapon at all, by the way. So yeah, that weapon is crazy. It gives you crit rate, crit damage, and yes, you get so much stuff. I mean, yes, base attack is low, but that's alright. Let me try Ayaka with Yelan, by the way. Let me see how it goes. I mean, oh yeah. But I need one healer. Let's go Rosa as well.
Sooner we're done, the better.
And let's go like instead of maybe Bennett, yes. Maybe try Bennett. Bennett is not a good option. You know why? Because you use Hydra as well with Ayaka. It's better to use another character like Xingqiu, because Xingqiu gives you like buff. She's the best for her. But let me go like Jin. Just a second. Yeah.
We may leave at any time.
Yeah. Let's go like this. I play Ayaka. That's not a bad thing. Yes, I was playing her with this set. The electro weapon. Electro weapon. Maybe they will be better.
I got a new letter from
Neuvillette.
Neuvillette.
Yes, maybe you can do
changed
some melt. You can use Xianyun as well with Ayaka. You know. Anyway, let me try this thing. There's some rumor about superconduct being relevant in Natlan because of characters named Yelan. Maybe, by the way, I would, to be honest, if you ask me, superconduct is a pretty powerful reaction, like for real, pretty powerful reaction. And that state, it's not a reaction, by the way, it's a state. It's like a quickened state, something like that. So yeah, when you can get like increased damage, it's this states that state lasts for 10 or 12 seconds, something like that. So it's pretty useful. Unfortunately, the damage output, we don't have so much like pretty useful character for that state, you know, like because like let's say you can use like Eula. It's maybe only one, because it's superconduct is a physical, you know. But you need cryo, and it like you can use Rosa. In my opinion, Rosaria is way better for superconduct. And Electro, it can be, let's say, Official's Oz. But maybe, yes. Svetlana is going to be released in a 5.3, if I'm not mistaken, or 5.2, something like that. So yeah, maybe it's... Colombina will change the meta too. Yes, maybe. If you like have Bennett C6, it's if I'm not mistaken, yeah, it's bad. Because sword, yeah, sword as well. I mean, yeah, that's why I don't activate this cancellation, you know, like you can just like destroy a couple of your reactions, which is like can be super useful. Let me try this thing. Because like, you know why? Yelan can give you additional damage.
Take it easy.
So about the Yelan. So Yelan can you give up to 50% elemental damage. It counts a little bit like weird, you know why? Let's say the active character like gets that buff, and every second that buff increased by 3.5% up to 50% or the duration of her burst. So yeah, it depends. Let's say if you use Kamisato Ayaka as a main character DPS and those couple damages, something like that, then you switch to another character, this buff just destroyed. I mean, it's gone, and it starts count from the 0, like 1 second, 3.5% buff, second, 3.5, something like that. It lasts for 15 seconds, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it's 15-second duration. Unfortunately, I don't have enough like energy. Anyway, let's try it.
Quietly now. Yeah! Punishment! Things are about to get dicey. Busted. My apologies.
try another team. I mean, I usually... Let me try team with Bennett. There's some rumors about Capitano will be Cryo too. Yes, I heard about that, Lucifer. Yes, maybe, but you know, like, as I heard, like, it's going to be introduced as a Cryo. After that, he will fight with Pyro Archon. After that, he will miss something, like, you know, like, he went missing. I don't know why, but most likely we will not get Capitano playable in 5.0 in Natlan. So yeah, maybe Columbina is going to be released. Most likely yes, because like Capitano is like, you know, like he is a #1 Fatui Harbinger and should be super powerful. You know, if you like just check Arlecchino, she is already super powerful, and you know, like, yes, Bond of Life is not a great one. But, you know, like, let's say it's okay. Maybe we will get some pretty good character in the future, which can buff Bond of Life. Okay, let me try with, instead of Jean, let's go with Bennett.
I won't hold you back.
Vortex, did you level up the Geo piece? Oh yes, about that. Yeah, yeah, let me show it. Yes, I did. It went pretty okay. Not a great one. Let me show you. Maybe I will check Navia with that set. I did it yesterday. Just, you know, like, just imagine you get the piece. Pretty good one. So yeah, it went like this. Crit damage 90, which is not bad. Attack, which is good for Navia, and also one of update went to, like, it's let's 2 because like I got it without attack. So yeah, 2 updates for like attack, flat attack, 2 updates for crit damage, another one for attack. Not a bad one, but like crit rate is not enough. It's like 55 crit rates, but still I will check it. 55, it's not so good for Navia. It's better to go like close to 70, you know, but I will check it anyway. And it's like, you know, like, it's like the set she needs. So yeah, it's pretty rare, by the way. I will farm that domain again today. So yeah, I have couple other sets, couple other pieces. Just let me check it. I have this one, which I need to can update. I have this one, which is not bad. This one also, maybe, you know, like I can dodge flat defense. And that's it. I don't have any attack. This is the only one I got. Pretty rare, by the way. This one is good for, by the way, this sets I got, you see, with defense and crit rate, crit damage and attack. This sets, this one is super good, super useful for Chiori. Unfortunately, I don't have Chiori. You see, defense again. It's crazy actually set for her. So yeah, unfortunately, I don't have Chiori. Yeah, it's always like that. And I have pretty good defense. And no, I don't have. So yeah. Fantasy gamer, just as the burning will be so strong, even Emily and Kenichi. Maybe we can add burst Ayaka, and no, unfortunately no. You know why? Burning, it's pretty weird reaction. Yes, you can do something, but I would say, in my opinion, Rizli in this case would be way better than Ayaka. Unfortunately, because you know why? Ayaka gets infusion like for couple seconds, couple shots, when like now she has infusion. You see the like color of the hits. Now the infusion is gone. When you're doing like that, she gets infusion for 5 seconds. You see the color of attacks, right? Now it's gone again. So yeah, that's why she can, that's why Shenhe, by the way, is maybe one of the best for her, because like she gets an infusion and you don't need even to hit the enemy. You just need to use that that flash steps, or how it calls. So yeah, about that burning, let's say maybe you can use it, but that like it's only 3 hits. It's, yes, of course you can do it like that, you know, a couple shots, but then go again, like do again, but you need to keep burning. So yeah, it's a little bit difficult to like you know, to keep your eye on all of these attacks, like burning, then keep an eye on your on Ayaka's infusion. So yeah, in my opinion, Risley is way better. Even Xianyun, by the way, is better. You know why? Because when you use Xianyun's skill, it converts all of the attacks within that circle to cryo, and you can go like with not this one, but this weapon, which gives you additional skill. So yeah, and within that circle, it's pretty, like, let's say not so like big circle, but still you can get like cryo for just let me check it, for 8 seconds. Oh yeah, it's for 10 seconds. Infusion duration is only, oh yeah, infusion duration is only 2.8 seconds. Slow. Maybe, but I don't think so, to be honest. I think Risley is way better. I played Ayaka with Alucino in the main and it was so good. Alucino gets melt for every attack when Ayaka bursts. Oh yeah, yes, that's good, but I would suggest to go for, in my opinion, it's better to go for Rosa. Rosari is way better in this case. Melt, because like she increased crit rate, she gives you melt, yes, for only for 8 seconds, but still, it's pretty good. Can Yelan be used with Navia? Oh hi, a fantasy gamer. Yes, she can. You can use Yelan with Navia, but unfortunately the problem is you cannot fully utilize that burst, only buff. Because like, you know why? She's I can do some tests. Let me just try Ayaka with this team and then I switch Navia and Yelan. Oh, you're welcome, B. Okay, let me try this team.
In the life of the traveler.
Then I will switch to...
Gotcha. Take it easy. Yeah, lights out. Game's up. Time's over. Let's light it up. I'm going in. Yeah. Yeah. Whirling snow. Shiver. Yeah. Everybody stand back. Things are about to get dicey. Coming Sakurat. Sumetsu. Quietly now.
Much remains.
Still. I know, you know, like maybe I do something wrong, but she's like, I don't know, whenever I use her, for me she's so difficult to use. Maybe I do something wrong, but damage output is that so bad. Let me try one more time and that's it. Because yes, I just... Do you need Yelan if you already have Xingqiu? Butter Pharaoh. I mean, you know, like if you ask me, no. Because Natlan on the way. And if you have Xingqiu, I think it's better to go for Moalani instead of Yelan. Because Moalani will be maybe one of the best single target Hydro characters in the game. Even better than Neuvillette. Especially with Natlan's in the team. The new set, the Night Soul mechanic. So yeah, with Xylonon, by the way, if like you will try to get her as well. Let me try again. I usually like Ayaka for me is like, let's say I would rather play. I will do another. Let me try one more time, and then I will switch my team to Rosa, Xiangling, Bennett, and Yelan. This team is way better, by the way.
Gotcha. Let's light it up. Take it easy. Judgment. Here comes the catch. Quietly now. Going in. Lights out. Take flight.
No, come on. Why is that? Alright. Okay. Okay, let me go with the team I told you about. Maybe it's... Yelan is must pull. Okay. So let me just go with the team I told you about. It's better in my opinion. Like this team is way better, I think.
Just sharpen my spear.
Like this one. I don't have enough energy, but that's alright. Let me get some. Just real quick. Just, you know, like so many players just like Ayaka so much.
Let's light it up.
Boba, get them.
Busted.
Hey MZ, how are you doing? Yelan or Emily?
Take it easy.
You know, if you have Xingqiu, I would say Emily. But still, Emily, it's a little bit, she has a little bit pretty, like a little bit sus skill. You know why? Because like, let's say, just imagine the character which needs burning on a field to do some damage. It's very expensive in my opinion. Very expensive. I mean, maybe like, you know why? Because you need some specific characters. It's limitation. You limited by like if there's no burning on the field, the damage is trash, completely trash. Even if I'm not mistaken, according to the stats like right now, or on her skill stats, I mean, that she cannot apply Dendro so fast. It's pretty slow. And the level of her turret, I mean when you use a skill, Emily's skill, she plays the turret on the field which attacks the enemy. And the level of that turret increases only after you have burning on the field. It means if you don't have any burning, the Dendro, that's why maybe I will skip, like I just read her skill, pretty accurate like today. So yeah. It increases the like level of the turret and increases the time applying like Dendro. So if you don't have burning on the team, on a field, the damage output and Dendro applying is super trash. And let's say Yao Yao is way better. Let's say Kirara is way better in this case. So yeah, and I don't want to say about 5-star characters like Baiju, you know. And like Nahide is like, she's like the top tier one. Alright, go. Good night. Because I don't know who to pull and have Xingqiu built. If you have, like, let's say, I would suggest you, if you have Xingqiu is great with so many teams. Xingqiu is good with Dendro. Xingqiu is good with Arlecchino Vape. Xingqiu is good with Alhaitham Curriculum. Xingqiu is also good with Electrocharge characters. He is good with Raiden DPS. Like, let's say, Xingqiu is so versatile and flexible character. So in this case, I wouldn't suggest you to go for Yelan. It's better to go for Moalani, by the way, if you ask me. Because like, most likely, she is going to be like #1 single target Hydro DPS character in the game. Better than Neuvillette, by the way. If you use like her with Natlanians in the same team, so yeah, she can do way more damage.
Quietly now. Off we go! Teamwork is your toast! Things are about to get dicey.
Punishment!
Busted!
You can't run!
Yeah, the damage is like, I missed a little bit, but still, I mean, you see the damage? It's like way better than Ayaka did, you know? And this like, let's say it's a 4-star unit. You can go for Xingqiu, by the way, instead of Yelan, but Yelan gives you more. It's better to switch to Xianyun and use her as a DPS character. So yeah, it's way better than Ayaka in my opinion, because like duration of the burst is pretty okay. It's like you need to get to use it and use in a proper way. I mean, let's say it's it's like it's 12 seconds, right? It's 10 seconds. It's 10 seconds as well, 8 seconds. And it's 15 seconds, I mean, for Yelan. So yeah, like it's way better team in my opinion. Because like since you have Yelan with the Warball, Favonius Warball, she's pretty good for energy. And by the way, my Rosa is, I use Rosa with Favonius as well. So yeah, in my opinion, this team is way better. And you know, let's say it's not so expensive. I mean, Ayaka is on field DPS, but with this team, you can use Xianyun as a DPS and you can use Yelan as a DPS, by the way. Kinich better than Emily? You know, Stefan, if you ask me, yes. But as I heard, Kinich is also going to be some kind of limited by reaction. He can be good in burning and bloom reactions. If so, let's say Alhaitham is still better. Alhaitham is still better, if so. But, you know, like we need some gameplay and get some additional info. But as I heard, now he's going to be like good in burning and bloom. Only 2 reactions, so yeah, he can be good with Emily, by the way, in a team. And you know, like if you ask me which one is better, like Moalani or Kinich, I would say Moalani is better. If you don't have any other Dendro, you can use MC Dendro, by the way. Or maybe Yao, you have Yao, not a bad option. So let me try this team in Domain. Or Inspire Abyss. Kinch is really good. It might be even as good as about Alhaitham, I wouldn't say that, but yes, maybe. You know, the problem with Kinich is he's limited with like he's not so good in spread reactions. Because of that, like let's say maybe not that like Alhaitham, but we'll see. Anyway, we need some more info. Bro, I need dynamic gamer. Alhaitham is more versatile. Yes, Alhaitham in this case, but from damage, I think Kinich can be on same level. You know, like the only problem with Kinich, his reactions. I mean that, like, according to his skills and all of the leaks we have at the moment, he can be good, like only, like let's say pretty good, only in burning and bloom team comps, which is bad in my opinion. You know why? Because you need specific characters to do that. Let's say it's the same thing with Emily. Emily overall is not bad, but the problem is she can deal some damage only when burning exists. This means you need at least one Dendro in a team and at least one Pyro in a team. At least one Pyro and Dendro. Why Dendro? Because like Emily's signature set is going to be like this. Oh my, just a second. It's a new set, this one. And you need another Dendro to get that, like, to use that passive. You know, like, Dendro resistance will be decreased by 30% to do more damage with Emily. And you need Pyro to do some burning. So yeah, it's like kinda, and just imagine, if so, then that Dendro can be Kinich. If let's say it's a team like Kinich, Shanling, and Emily, and maybe another one, Pyro, you know, to get that burning, to keep that burning on. So yeah, it's a little bit complicated in my opinion. And by the way, if you do so, you can get like Emily's damage. Yes, the damage output is not so bad, but still the team is super limited, you know, like you need specific characters. I don't know, we'll see, because like it's something like we still have like 20-ish days. It's like, yeah, 25 days something. Yeah, to Emily. And we will get more info like before, like maybe on developer stream, by the way. Developer stream will be live in 2 weeks, something like that, by the way, guys. So yeah. So yeah, let's try this thing.
Gotcha. Here comes the catch. Everybody stand. Eat this. Lights out. Judgment.
Boba, get them.
Busted.
Yeah, a little bit. You need like a little bit more. Yes, it's a little bit more, but this team is pretty good, by the way. Like, in my opinion, is way better than Ayaka. Like, wait for her little burst, do some like normal attacks. Because like with this team, even though, if you notice, all of this character is supportive characters. They are not DPS or something like that. Attack, of course, attack. Okay, let me try Yelan and let me try this team, Inspire Lobbies. Then I will switch to like maybe to Xingqiu instead of Yelan. So it's going to be Yelan, Rosa. That's why I would suggest you to build Rosaria. Rosaria is pretty good supportive character and she gives crit rate, which is super valuable. Yes, you cannot use Rosaria in some, like, let's say with Dendro. You can, but you know, like, let's say with a Bloom, maybe you can use her, but you don't need crit rate in Bloom. Maybe you can use some freeze. You know why? Because when you're freezing and use Bloom, it's like, looks super cool and also super powerful, by the way.
Take it easy. Quietly now. These are about to get... Teamwork is trick!
You're toast! I'm the fried kid!
Shiver!
Race you! Race you! That really hurt! Boba, get...
Judgment! Gotcha. Here comes the catch. Yeah.
Let me try again. Damage output is not so high. Hi Ali, how are you doing?
Quietly now. Game's up. I'm going in!
Hey, yeah!
Lights out. Gotcha. Here comes the catch. Everybody stand back. Let's light it up. Shiver.
Yeah! Out of the frying pan, into the fire! Eat this!
Quietly now.
But since you have like 2 Favonius characters on the team, you get your burst like
Things are about to get dicey. Busted.
Going in! Hey, yeah!
Lights out.
You can't run! Boba, get them!
Gotcha.
Teamwork is strict judgment! Shiver!
Game's up. Fun's over.
Eat this!
Coming was some target practice.
Raptor wings!
The
Rise of storm!
Quietly now.
You can't run! Think you're going? I'm going in!
Lights out. Here comes the catch.
Let's light it up! Get them! You're toast!
Goodbye. Busted.
Bloom as the flowers in Gurabad!
Didn't see that coming.
Judgment!
come on, just die already, for real.
Nice and spicy!
Gotcha.
The eternal awaits.
Okay, let me try with Xingqiu. The same team but with Xingqiu. Guys, I found some 5-star artifacts and I'm disappointed. Ali. You know, Ali, don't get me wrong, but farming artifacts in this game, like if you, I don't know, like you joined a couple times, I mean you join usually like on stream, you know, and you see like, it's like usually you get something from the mains, like one pretty normal piece out of maybe 20, something like that. So yeah, it's super difficult, and especially when you are on, I don't know which like adventure rank you are at the moment, but still, like it's like it depends, but still it's, yes, it's disappointing. It's always like that. So yeah, let's try with Xingqiu. Got a 5-star vessel with cryo damage bonus and insane sub. That what should I do? Yes. Can you accept my request? Pumpkin, a request for what? For friendship? Yes, send, no problem. Or request, oh yeah, you request for joining? I mean, like you need to like you need to farm some bosses. If so, yes, like let's do couple bosses. Got a 5-star vessel, I mean vessel with cryo damage bonus and insane substat. What should you should like level that artifact up, in my opinion. I mean, let's say if you need some cryo, then level it up. Why not?
Rain outlines your face. Witness
Teamwork is dream! Eat this! Shiver! Yeah! Race you! Race you! Out of the frying pan!
rain cutter.
I'm going in! Judgment!
Lights out.
You're toast!
No, my sword.
If you ask me, for me, Xingqiu is way more better to use than like, I don't know why.
Witness the power.
Teamwork is dream! Punishing! Yeah!
outlines your fate. No, my son.
Nice and spicy.
You can't run.
I don't want to use it.
Your coming was foretold.
Go ahead. The storm. Let me weave you a verse. Huh? What do you
Bloom
think,
as the
Lord?
flowers in Gurabad.
Lights out.
The eternal oasis of long life.
Where's the...
You can't run. Everybody
I will
stand
use
back.
mine.
Shiver. Judgment. No, my sword.
So yeah, it's still like, yeah, I don't know why, but for me, Xingqiu is way more comfortable to play, if you ask me. You know why? Maybe because of him melee, maybe because he gives me that resistance to interruption. But for me, even though Yelan gives you more damage, and it's noticeable by the way, especially with Arlecchino. Let me try Arlecchino team and you will see. Oh, hi. I'm sorry guys. Yeah, hi Zedrimus, how are you doing? What the heck was Electro Emblem with cryo damage bonus? Oh, Ali, it's like, you know, it's usually like that. Farming artifacts in this game, it's a nightmare, you know, like it's like a nightmare, but leveling them up, it's just something special. So yeah. But you get used to it, you know why? The time passes, like you get used to it, believe me or not. It's usually like back then when I got like pretty good artifacts and I saw that, oh, that's crazy one, maybe not flat defense or HP or something like that, or attack. So yeah, it's not always like that. Usually, like, by the way, it has percentages, like, I mean, and the crit rate and crit damage and elemental mastery, by the way, also has the lowest one to get and to upgrade. So yeah, the most highest one is the flats, defense, HP, attack. Then it's percentage, HP, defense, and attack, and then other stats. So yeah, it's like that. So yeah, let me try with Arlecchino. First with the only problem with this team is you don't have resistance to interruption, which is super valuable. Even though damage output is crazy.
Play to bed. Game's up. Fun's over. I'm going in.
Fallen leaves adorn my night.
The damage output is crazy, but
Overruled. Adventure. That's gonna hurt in the morning. Here comes the catch. Busted. Everybody stand.
I messed up a little bit. You know why? Because you need to keep them together. Try again, yes. It happens. I heard about Kinich. He get buff. Maybe as a dreamers. I mean, you know, like maybe he get buff. You know why? Because he's super weak. Because of that. Yeah. By the way, they buff the craftable weapon as well. I mean, Claymore, only because of Kinich. Kinich is super limited and not so good in my opinion. Yes, let's say it's not like properly to say he's not so good. He's okay. You know, like, but I don't think he's going to be like meta. Like Molani, yes, but Kinich, he's super limited. Like because of like Burning and Bloom. Most likely, he is going to be useful only in these two archetypes. Because of that, like, let's say no spread damage, like, maybe you can do, because, like, anyway, he's Dendro anyway. So yeah, let me keep them together. To keep them together, by the way, you can go like back, and that's it. No need to go like you see, like them right now. So yeah, I would suggest you to go not far away.
Busted. Here comes the catch.
I'm going in!
As one with wind and cloud.
Yeah, in this case, it's like pretty. See,
Your coming was foretold.
Late
The eternal waste.
Where do you think you're going?
game's up. Fun's over.
Everybody stand back!
This is where you fall. Overruled.
Yeah, the eternal waste at long last.
so yeah. At the same time with the Xingqiu, even though you get that the only problem with Yelan, since Yelan and Arlecchino, since Arlecchino's bond of life and skill, it's so like you can switch Arlecchino off. I mean, like change and get back to Arlecchino without losing that infusion, but you will lose Yelan's damage buff, unfortunately. So yeah, like it gives that buff only for characters on field characters. You know, like this one. It's like, yeah, this one. Your own active character deals 1% more damage. This increased by a further 3.4 damage every second. So yeah, so if you just switch Arlecchino to, like, let's say to Kazuha to do some swirl, you lose all the gained damage and you start it from beginning. Yes, it's still some damage, but you know, like, but it's because of Arlecchino's like pretty useful skill and pretty useful ability, because like not losing confusion is super cool. So yeah, we have only 2 characters, by the way, with that ability. Let me try with Xingqiu now. Yeah, I got 1 golden flower with HP EM attack. Should I? Level 0. You know, Ali, it depends. I mean, if, let's say, if you can use that piece for any character, then yes. If you don't, then just keep it. Like, because, you know, like, if we have room, we can keep up to like 1,800 artifacts. So yeah, just let's say, let me show you a couple. Let's say I got like this one, you know, like, and I keep it. I don't think I will use it, like, just like in case. I have this one as well, pretty useful one, but I keep it, you know, but like, because I have like this one. It's not so trash, it's okay. So yeah, it's like you just keep it, Ali. It's like, if you cannot use it right now, just if you don't have like cryo character and you got cryo goblet, just keep that artifacts and level it up when you need. Because like leveling up artifacts, it also needs Mora, by the way. It's not a bad, it's pretty decent amount of Mora, by the way. So yeah, to level 20, I mean. I don't know how much, it's about 200k, something like that. It's a lot, it's not like, it's pretty decent amount. Let's go with Xingqiu now. Like the same team, but instead of like Yelan, let's go with Xingqiu.
Late bed. Rain cutter. No, my sword.
I'm going in!
It's a little bit less damage and it's noticeable, but you get that resistance to interruption, which is super useful. I mean,
Transfix. Clouds high. The birds.
Witness the power of Gawai.
Teamwork is strength!
unfortunately, yes, she's like, this game also has that. I mean, I know.
Your coming was foretold.
Laid bare.
One with nature.
Rain outlines your fate. Rain cutter.
Where do you think you're going? I'm going in!
Everlasting as the moon! Overrule!
Into the wind. The eternal at last.
Let's see the time. So it's like almost the same time with Yelan and with Xingqiu. That's why, but Xingqiu is like gives you healing, of course, like except Arlecchino. When you are in battle, Arlecchino cannot be healed by any other sources but her burst. It gives you resistance to interruption, which is crazy. And also he's not a bad of field DPS. You can also like use Yelan or Xingqiu with a Hyper Bloom, by the way, not a bad option. Let me do the main and I will show you. I usually use this team. Oh, hi Enjoyer, how you doing? I don't need Yelan, but... Okay, how are you doing, Enjoyer? Oh my. So yeah, you can go like them. It's a little bit expensive team, but still, I mean, you have some alternatives with Xingqiu especially. Let's say you can use like this team with Xingqiu or Sucrose, Xingqiu, Cookie Shinobu and Yao Yao, which is Hyper Bloom team.
Wait for my signal.
Or you can go like if you have Raiden EM.
What
or
is the
if you have
situation?
Nahida. I usually use like this team.
Time to
Expensive
broaden our
because like
horizons
you need
again.
like these 2 5-stars, which gives like, let's say, because of like skill duration, it's 25 seconds for both of them. You just don't care about like Electro and Hydro aura, you know, like they just applied, that's it. You only take care about like if you have couple waves, you just need to like go to Nahida again and mark enemies. And you can go like Yelan instead of like Xingqiu. It's also pretty good.
Who's our
Let's try
target
it.
this time?
Oh, you mean Ali? You mean like artifacts? Yes, artifacts is a pain. By the way, I got, if you don't like, yesterday I got like this one and this one, geo damage bonus, and it went like this. Like it has. Like it had like crit damage, attack and energy. I got like attack, flat attack, 1 upgrade to flat attack, 2 upgrades to crit damage and another one to attack. So yeah, not a bad piece, not gonna lie, but still, you know, like it could be way better. You know, like at least like, let's say crit rate would be nice in here. It is what it is. I mean, it's always like that. No need to be like, you know, like crazy about the bad rolls. You know why? Let me show you, Ali. Just couple artifacts. For me, emblem set, even though, you know why I have emblem set so much? I mean, so many emblem sets, I'm sorry. Because most of them are like this, you know, like overall it's not bad, but defense flat, 56. Yeah, this one is okay. This one. 76 flat attack, it's just crazy. This one is like okay, but it's low. Another one, defense, 20% of defense. This one, elemental mastery, it's like okay, but. So yeah, I have like another one, like it's HP. You see like no upgrade to crit damage. This one, elemental mastery. I have a ton of like this one. You see defense and HP. It's just crazy. I mean, no rolls to like, and it was like, if I'm not mistaken, like initially with a 4 stats. So yeah, 3 upgrades to energy recharge, 2 upgrades, or 3 upgrades to defense, something like that. So it's a pain. Another one. It's a pain, believe me or not. I mean, I keep them. You know why? Because
just need a
maybe I
moment to
will
quick-
need some like defense in the future. Most likely enjoy, if you ask me, like Mr. DeVere told us about like that lore, and you know, like Archon, Pyro Archon went missing, or like she died. So yeah, maybe Mawika is not a Pyro Archon, by the way. It's like a Furina Pocolore situation, you know? Something like that. Because like Furina is not a true Pyro Archon, you know? So yeah, the same thing, by the way, we got in Inazuma. Because Nahida is like, let's say, she is Archon substitution, something like that. Even though she is an Archon, like that Archon died, something like that. I don't remember. It's like, and its name, just a second. It's like, oh yeah, Ruka Devata. Yeah, Pusalani Ruka Devata. So yeah, Fontaine, it's like Focolore, Neuvillette, Furina. And by the way, it's like Inazuma as well. It's A and Makoto. So yeah, like it's the same situation is going to be with the Nathan, I think. So yeah, maybe Moalani is not a true Pyro Archon, something like that, but she has Pyro Archon kit.
Take it easy.
No, don't think so. You mean, hi sir, how are you doing? You mean like the kid? No. She's going to be crazy, if you ask me. She is going to be just insane. I mean, Mawika is definitely, because like, let's say most likely, she's going to be like maybe some sort of like Furina in Natlan. You know what? Furina is not a bad character. She is crazy and must have character. The same thing is going to be with Mawika. So yeah, she is going to be crazy. That kid is going to be just insane and pretty useful. About the Archon, I mean, who cares? To be honest, if you ask me, I don't care about like personality so much. Yes, it's of course it's better to have the character with a good background and personality. I'm not gonna lie, but still, if the character is pretty powerful enough and has good kit, I will go for that character. It's the same thing with Yelan, by the way. Like overall, I don't know which role she plays in Natlan, which tribe. Oh yeah, she belongs to Geo tribe. Yeah, but still, no background, no story. You know, like at least for now. We will get some in the future. This new trailer gave us the answer that Mawika isn't the Pyro Archon because we saw Traveler is... You know, like I saw that like video about that, to be honest, sir. I mean, but it's not an answer if you ask me. It's not an answer. You know why? Because let's say as the same thing we got in Inazuma, in Sumeru, and in so yeah, let's say the same situation in Fontaine, like it's the closest one, like we are in Fontaine. Like Furina is not a true Archon, so maybe Pyro Archon, like Mawika, let's say, is not going to be a true Archon, but she will get that Pyro Archon kit, I mean like abilities. If so, like I don't care so much, to be honest. Like who cares about like you called her Hydro Archon or Pyro Archon, you know, like for me it's not so important. The kit is most important for me. But yes, I heard like she might be a not, but you know why? Maybe we will get that. Why we will not get Pyro Traveler like immediately? Because of that tournament, by the way. Maybe they need to like face Capitano, something like that, you know, like after that we will get that we will get that Pyro Archon, or like I'm sorry, Traveler, Pyro Traveler. It's about like vision and gnosis, something like that. But we'll see. I mean, you know, I'm not so like deep in the lore. All right, let me try this team.
Here comes the catch.
I see everything. Share my knowledge.
Illusion shattered.
Stand clear. Animal hypostasis emulation. Animal test succeed. Hey!
Quietly.
There is no escape.
So yeah, like you can use like Xingqiu, it's the same thing, but I think with Yelan is better. But the problem is, like with many waves, like with many enemies, she can mark them. The problem is, since like Sucrose is not a DPS, that buff like make no sense on Sucrose, like completely. Attack circlet. I need crit damage circlet. I need crit rate circlet. Would be nice to get one. So overall about Yelan, I would say yes, you can go
Shine
for
down.
him, but
Another
no, if you ask me,
Gotcha.
Roll! Stand clear. Enhanced animal module 75.
Things up. Fun though.
Absorption test. Committed to memory.
There is no escape.
Stand clear.
if you ask me, if you have Xingqiu is way more flexible than Yelan. I mean, maybe because of him melee, he adds like he gives you some resistance to interruption, some defensive utility, some healing, which is sometimes pretty useful, by the way. On the same time, like, let's say you can use different weapons, but I usually use like sacrificial sword with him. For me, it's like, you know why? It's like it's additional skill, pretty useful on him. Let me switch to Xingqiu
May knowledge guide.
and go to the same domain.
Illusion shot.
The Temple of Wisdom. Animal test 63.
Witness the power of Gugwa. Know my sword.
Swirl. Mark 2. Stand clear.
Time to act.
Absorption test.
So yeah, like I use Sucrose because like that skill is pretty useful with sacrificial fragments, and she's crazy, by the way. So yeah, she can swirl, even though Anemo, as you know, cannot interact with Dendro. It still apply pretty high cryo, and like since it's Nahida, you get that course. Let me try this team at Spylax, by the way. Not a powerful one, but you know, like it does pretty well. Oh, hi Hydro, how are you doing? Okay, let me go like with Xingqiu this time, but then I switch to like Yelan.
There is no escape.
I see everything. Make yourself at home. Animal test 63.
Let me weave you a verse. Huh? No, my...
Stand clear. Enhanced animal module 75. Animal test 6308. Hey! Sharing my knowledge.
Rain cutter. Huh? Rain outlines your...
I see everything.
Fortunately, yes, with Nahida you need to like
The Temple of Wisdom.
Illusion shattered.
Witness the power of Gugwa.
Animal hypostasis emulation.
Time to act. No, my sword.
Absorption test.
She has AoE, you see? That's why in this case,
Animal test
it's super
6308.
You see? She applied like
There is no escape.
Hey,
Eternal oasis.
Let me leave you a bit.
Bloom is
Enhanced
the
animal model
eternal
75.
Durabard.
No, my sword.
Animal test 6308. Yeah, stand clear.
these are pretty annoying.
Illusion shattered.
Animal hypostasis emulation.
No, my sword.
So yeah, not a bad thing. Let's try with Yelan this time. How long are Navia and Nilo banner going away? Like when? You know, it's like couple days, 3 days if I'm not mistaken. Just a second. It's like, yeah, in 3 days and like 4 days. In 4 days we will get new banner. By the way, it's like now we won't get a delay between banners, like immediately the banner switch to another one. So yeah, it's not like a delay between patches. So yeah, it's right away we will get Emily and Yelan banner. Alright, let me try in this one. The same team, but I go with Yelan. Unfortunately, I think Yelan is not so good with this one. You know why? Because she buffs, she gives you some buff, but that buff can be useful only for Nahida. But you just like, your Nahida is off field. You just mark the enemies and that's it. That's it. For Sucrose, that buff is completely useless. Because like, but still, let's try it.
Shine down.
Everyone hold hands. Share my knowledge.
Quietly now. These are about to get...
Swirl, Mark, don't break my glasses. Absorption test. Stand clear.
There is no escape.
I see everything. Make yourselves at home.
Here comes the cash.
Animal hypostasis emulation. Absorption test.
You can switch to Yelan, by the way. In this case, yes, you can do like more damage because you already swill
Everyone hold hands.
the Hydra. If you swill the Hydra.
Stand clear.
Game's up. Fun's over.
Swirl, Mark 2.
Illusion shattered.
Absorption test. I see everything.
Things are about to get dicey. Busted.
Your coming was foretold.
Hey,
Where the
Make yourselves at
eternal oasis. Shine down.
stand clear.
Bloom is the flower of
Animal
Durabard.
hypostasis. I should.
Quietly now.
You still can create a reaction.
Busted.
Yes, you know, like that resistance to interruption which Xingqiu gives you, like sometimes it's just super useful, you know, like, and that healing, it's also crazy. So yeah, that's why I would say that if your Xingqiu is like, if you have Xingqiu and you build him, it's better to keep like going with Xingqiu, not go for Yelan, because like Molani will be way better than Yelan, if you ask me. She is on field DPS and can like deal a ton of damage. especially with the Natlan team and that new Souls mechanic, new Soul set. So yeah, and by the way, we will get a couple new characters in the future, which can increase her damage further. It's like Mawika, Pyro Archon Mawika, and Xylonen. So yeah, Xylonen is going to be a Natlan character, supportive Natlan character, and you can use that supportive set with her. Even though it's like she's Geo, it's still like okay. Hey Samir, how are you doing? I don't know if I'm having second thought, if I'm willing get Yelan or not. About Yelan, yes, I mean Hydro. Let's say like I can do some tests if you want me to. Let's say it's better to go for future characters than Yelan. If you like, you definitely have Xingqiu, and Xingqiu in my opinion way more flexible. Yes, Yelan gives you buff, but this buff is also not always, let's say, applies to your character. You know, you can do some switch, you know, and when you switch, you lose that buff. Xingqiu is
Time
way
to
more
act.
easy to use. He is so straightforward.
Body and mind.
Only problem, have built whole new set of for emblem. Yes, about emblem, by the way, yes, it's not a big problem. You know why? Because we have that set in a scam box. But yeah, I know, I feel you. You know, like this set is the best one for Xingqiu, by the way, and for Yelan, because both of them are off-field DPS characters. So yeah, 4-piece for Xingqiu and 4-piece for Yelan. And by the way, you can use the same. No, it's not the same set, because like Xingqiu scales on attack, but Yelan scales on HP. So for Yelan, it's a HP circlet by sense. I'm sorry, but for Xingqiu, it's attack sense. So yeah, but still, like you, she needs crit rate, crit damage, and Xingqiu also need crit rate, crit damage. Xingqiu need attack stats more, but Yelan HP stats more. It's like. You see, like you, like it. This one doesn't have any. This one, HP, Hydro damage goblet. Yes, you need to use Hydro damage goblet with Yelan, not HP, because like HP is like it's a scaling, it's percentage, but Hydro damage is like it's a damage, like it's a, like straight damage. Kazuha and Raiden. What? Okay. I know this way too. So when Natlan drop 5, I know it's more likely be in first banner, but who is rerun? Yes, it's like Kazuha and Raiden. No, it's not Kazuha and Raiden. Like first banner we will get Raiden and Moalani. Second one is Kazuha and Kinich. You mean like first phase and second phase? First phase is Raiden and Moalani, and second phase is Kazuha and Kinich, yes. So yeah, let me try Raiden boss, by the way. Just like, by the way, with Raiden boss, that resistance to interruption, it's so cool. I don't think this team is going to be so great, to be honest. Maybe let's go some. Yeah, you know. Let's go this team. Yeah. And then I will switch to like instead of Xingqiu, I will go for Yelan.
Strike dead!
Everybody stand up! You're toast!
Inferior.
Fallen leaves. Adorn my...
Witness the power. Feather my guard down.
Absurd!
This ends now. Wind Strider.
My bad.
The eye sweeps the land.
Rain outlines your fate. Let's light it up!
Nice and spicy.
Inferior.
Teamwork is strict!
Booba, get the...
Wind Strider. Lightning falls on the land of eternity.
Race you!
Inferior.
She's a
Let's
little
light
bit
it up!
annoying. You know what? She changed that
Rain
position and
outlines
you
your face.
lose all of your buff.
This body
So anyway,
is eternal. There
Let
is
me
no
go
escape.
with... Okay, there's no escape. Let me go with Yelan now. Usually never go for cons. Is the Kazuha Wars only got C1? Long time when I stopped. Yes, actually, if you have C1, then Kazuha Constellation 2 is crazy. I wouldn't suggest use it though, because like, you know, like, let's say Constellations, anyway, it's a waste of your Primogems. You know why? Because like you can finish all of the endgame content in this game without Constellation, but this Constellation increases Kaedehara Kazuha own elemental mastery by 200 for its duration, for his burst duration. Increases the elemental mastery of the character within the field by 200 for 8 seconds. Actually, it's pretty huge buff. It's, let's say, it's way better than the, you know, like the artifacts, the artifact piece you can like give the, like, because like artifact piece gives you only 187. You know, like it's way more better, and it's like, let's say it's even better than his signature weapon. His signature weapon only gives you 197 or 98. Good buff, but you need to get used to it. You know why? Because it's only 8 seconds duration, and you need to find good timing. If you are comfortable with C1, it's like, let me show you. C1, it's like you get like sacrificial sword on the Kazuha. It's like, it's roughly, of course. Let me do it and I will show you. Let me do one ley line. Let's say like this. I have finished this one. I have finished this one, yeah. Oh yeah, this one. What do you think another war will break? I don't know, Seal. If you ask me, maybe. It's difficult to say, you know, like.
Time to go.
About Kazuha, like this sword, even like you get less elemental mastery, which like can hurt your swirling and buff, Kazuha's buff, because Kazuha, by using that, by using his burst, gives you up to 40% more elemental damage, which is like, let me check it. It's like this one, yeah, this passive. So yeah, in this case you will get like 10% less damage, elemental damage, but still it's okay. You see, you can do it like 2 times in a row, which is super cool actually. I mean, in some cases, by the way, this skill are so useful. Yes, in case of Constellation 1, it's a little bit different. It works a little bit different. You can use like his skill, then you need to use that burst. And after that, this like cooldown is nullified. So yeah, let's say you can keep Kazuha at C1. No need to go for Constellation 2. I don't think you can like, let's say, you know, like it's useful, but you know, kinda, okay, 8 seconds is not so high. Yes, 200 elemental mastery is crazy buff, by the way. It's just insane buff. But not for the all characters. Let's say now it's, yes, it's good anyway. It's good, but no need to go for Constellation. I mean, if you were lucky back then and got Kazuha C1, then keep him at C1. Let's say, for me, it's the same with Alhaitham, by the way. I got Alhaitham like 2 copies in one multi, and now second Constellation, is pretty good because like it gives also up to 200 elemental mastery for Alhaitham. You know, like for 8 seconds, max 4 stacks by 15, which is super cool, but I definitely will skip that. I don't need more damage for my Alhaitham. My Alhaitham is pretty cool, okay. So yeah, and he's DPS, you know, he needs that damage more than Kazuha, I would say. So yeah, no need to go for Constellation, if you ask me. I mean, Kazuha C1 is like completely okay, and that skill you can use that skill 2 times. I mean, after using that burst, second time, it's pretty cool. One question, what does Furina do really? I mean, she only does skill? No, Samir, about Furina, by the way, no, it's only not. It depends on how you build her. By the way, guys, you know, like, the characters which you use in Imaginarum Theater, if you have them in your team, gives you some buff. After the above characters join your party, max HP, attack and defense are increased by 20%. So yeah, keep that in mind. And this buff like remains for 30 days until the season lasts. I mean, Imaginarum Theater. And this buff is also works in Spiral Abyss, in Overworld, Spiral Abyss, in any event we have. So yeah, pretty good addition by the way to the game. It's like, let's say, it's like cheap buff, you know, pretty good. About Furina, like, she is mostly a field DPS supportive character. Why she is so good? She gives you up to 75% elemental damage bonus for all team party members, and it, if I'm not mistaken, doesn't mean like if you like a field character or on field character. It's like, it's not like, it works not like Yelan's buff. Yelan buffs gone when you switch the character, but Furina's buff is not. Saloon members damage also increased. So yeah, it's like, she's like crazy because of that. She's really crazy. She's just insane character. That's why when you use Furina, you get so much buff. But you need the one condition is you need a good healer. I mean, Bennett is not enough. You know, you need a healer like, yeah, you can use Bennett by the way, but let's say he's a single target, which is bad. But you can do it anyway. You know why? Because like Neuvillette is pretty okay with Furina, but why? Neuvillette can decrease and increase his HP. It's not only increasing, but Bennett is only healing, which means increase. And Furina gains the stacks, saloon, like fanfare stacks, by increasing and decreasing HP. You know, that's why Neuvillette can gain 300 fanfare stacks way faster than Bennett. Even though like Neuvillette can heal only himself, and Bennett can also heal only one character at a time, Neuvillette is still better. It's the same like Chlorine, by the way, because Chlorine also can be healed by herself, and the same situation with, we can say Dia. Dia is not so great, but Dia is not so great because like she can heal herself in every 20 seconds. But still, if you use with Neuvillette, it's pretty good addition. So yeah, let me try Furina if you want me to, like with a team, and I will show you how that stacks works. Just a second. Let me go for maybe Spiral Abyss. It would be better to do in Spiral Abyss because we get all of the energy back. Yes, about that, I will like explain what her bursts do. Furina gives damage bonus, bro. I really don't want his signature too, but would definitely make my Kazuha achieve. I didn't calculate because my highest was, you know, like Hydra. If you have like 982 elemental mastery on your Kazuha. That is crazy. You know why? Let's say you get all of the buff, I mean completely 40% buff. So yeah, I wouldn't suggest you to go for that signature. You know why? Even though I have that signature, I don't use that signature. Like, it's because I don't use signatures so much. For me, Xiphos, by the way, is way better, if you ask me. Because that Xiphos is just crazy weapon. If you know what it does, it gives you additional energy recharge to a character. And it's like persistent. Yes. That weapon needs some time, I mean this passive needs some time to calculate it, but after that you're completely okay. Because like the following effect will trigger every 10 seconds and duration is 12 seconds, you know? And also it gives energy recharge to your team party members. And it's only at R1. At R5 or maybe a little bit more refinement rank, it's just crazy weapon. Best one, maybe for Kazuha, for Cookie Shinobu as well. For Cookie it's less that good, but for Kazuha it's great. So yeah, let me do like Furina. Jin or Baizhu works best with Furina depending on the team. Jin or Baizhu, yes, Baizhu can also be pretty good, but Baizhu like super expensive. You know why? Baizhu needs a lot of energy recharge. You need to go like more than 220. And that's crazy. You know, it's so crazy. It's like Xianyun, by the way. Xianyun also needs, but Xianyun is pretty good battery. She gets pretty good, she has pretty good particle generation. So yeah, let me go this team. Like, you know, like with Furina, with Neuvillette. Oh, the problem is, yeah. Let me do not in a Spiral Abyss. Unfortunately, you cannot see the stats when you are in Spiral Abyss. Let me do... yeah, let me do this one. Oh. Yeah, in Spiral Abyss you cannot see the stats, which is unfortunate if you ask me.
To broaden the horizon.
Yeah, I have like all of the bursts and that's alright. It's better to use like, your rotation with Nadia by this Furina by the way. So yeah.
Settle down.
So now she gives me like 133 fanfare stacks.
Justice is blindsided. Let the mighty be humble.
Now I got all of the 300 fanfare stacks. You see? And you will see the splash screen. And that splash screen means you got all of the fanfare stacks. It means 75% more elemental damage. Especially it's great for any character in this game. It's good for any DPS in this game. And you see the damage.
Bow your head.
Now its damage is like gone because like you know you get the damage for 5 or 6 seconds. You know why? It's not so it's because it's like because like you don't have dedicated healer in this team. The only heal, like let's say HP, which increase and decreasing HP, it's only Neuvillette. The only source of increasing and decreasing HP is Neuvillette. That's why the duration, even though you can with good healer like Jin and Xianyun, you can get up to maybe like it's 18-second duration, maybe like for 15 or maybe 14 seconds, something like that. It depends on your Xingqiu and Jin build, by the way. and your rotation. If you rotate properly, you need to start rotation with Furina, by the way. Skill, burst, then switch to other characters, and then switch to your healer. So yeah. So it's like that. It's pretty straightforward, not so difficult. How you can check it? You check it by this stat, incoming healing bonus. Let's say if it's 30%, it means 300 funfire stack. If it's 25, it means 250 elementals, like funfire stacks. It's like that, not so difficult. I mean, no need to go like every time, but I would suggest you to check this stat couple times, and you will get the point. Wish I had that weapon, but oh yeah, I'm sorry Hydra about that, but yes, you know, like I tried 3 times to get that weapon. I spent like maybe 60 wishes, something like that, to get that Xiphos, and yes, it's only like my 3rd try was like, let's say, went okay, pretty lucky, yes, and I got that Xiphos with 2nd single, something like that. Okay, oh hi Mr. Dever, how are you doing? Yelan, Furina, Xingqiu and Jin. Yelan, Furina, Xingqiu and Jin. I see Vortex. When you're just using the mono, I don't think I will, but I can try this team, by the way. It's not a great team, by the way, if you ask me. You know why? I mean, I can try it. Let me go and try it on, oh yeah, I can try it, by the way, on this like pyro crap. Like this that's the best this is the best team for, by the way, against him. And you know why? Okay, let me go like this thing. A Yelan and Xingqiu and Jin, right?
We may leave at any time.
Yeah, I get used to use characters like on some specific positions, you know. It's a little bit difficult then to. Yeah, let's go like this one. Xingqiu is usually like, let me keep like that. So yeah, it's the same or like rotation. It's like you use the skill.
Shower me with praise! Time to shine!
Quietly now. Hitters are about to get rain outlines your fate.
Polar splash!
I swear by my soul.
And you got all of the 300 funfire stacks, so you deal additional damage now. But unfortunately, he dies. So yeah, I mean, yes, this team is a little bit specific team. I don't think it's good. Like, let's say for the Chamber 1 second half, it's pretty okay, but the problem is maybe you can. It's not okay anyway. I mean, you need to go like at least 1 pyro, something like that, to do some damage. Because like, let's say against like pyro characters or pyro enemies, yes, it's okay, but against like other, like we have 4 waves, it's a little bit difficult. The banner sucks. Yes, you mean like Emily's banner? Yes, it's like completely bad. It's super bad, but it is what it is. That's not a bad team, Vortex. Yes, yes, it's good, Sail. I've completed reading Omniscience Reader Viewpoint. What is that? Omniscience? You should, if you... Okay, it's like... I'm waiting for Neuvillette to run. Actually, Samir, if you ask me, Neuvillette, yes. He is like... By the way, even though Moalani is going to be like good than Neuvillette on a single target. Neuvillette is still like pretty comfortable to play character. Also Neuvillette can use in so many archetypes. I mean Morlani is mostly for a wave team, by the way. She's not so great for hyper blooming, something like that, because she is like, yes, you can use her with hyper blooming, but I don't think it's worth it if you ask me. Like because like Neuvillette is better, and I don't think Furina is the best option, by the way, for Morlani. You know why? Because let's go, if you go with Morlani and Furina, you need dedicated healer, right? If so, it means like you already occupied 3 slots for the characters. It's like Morlani, it's Furina, and it's 1 healer. The only one single slot, it's for maybe for, let's say, for Pyro, right? To do some wave team. But in my opinion, when we will get Pyro Archon and Xianyun, let's say you will get, I hope you will get all of them, you can use the team like Pyro Archon, Morlani, Xianyun, which gives you crazy amount of buff, by the way, and Morlani, Mawika, Pyro Archon, Mawika, Xianyun, and Morlani. So yeah, and because we will get that new Natlan set with a Night Soul point, something like that, Furina will be not so great with Morlani than this team. So yeah, that team with Xianyun, Pyro Archon, Morlani, and maybe Xianyun. Yes, again Xianyun. Oh no, not Xianyun, I'm sorry. Some swill character. Let's say it's like Kazuha, something like that. This, or maybe second Hydro, by the way. You also can go second Hydro to get more HP. So yeah, that team, in my opinion, will be way more powerful. But we'll see. I mean, it's like, it's only my opinion, but according to the like all of the leaks we have about Natlan, Night Soul, about new artifact set, it's going to be like that, because like they cannot keep Furina do that buff again and again and again in all regions. That's why they created, by the way, they will change combat system as well. They will add additional multiplier, like, and that multiplier will rely on Night Soul. In this case, all of the characters without Night Soul ability, like, I don't wanna say they sucks or something, they will not useful so much. So yeah, it's better, let's say for a Natlan region, for a Natlan character and for a Natlan team, it's better to go for the character with a Night Soul ability than without it. So yeah, and multiplier will give you more damage, that's obvious. Alright, let me Furina. Okay, about Yelan, by the way, let's go to the topic. About the Yelan. Yelan, it's still, I mean, you can use Yelan with Xingqiu, by the way. Let's say the team like Yelan, Xingqiu, Kazuha, and Xianyun. Not a bad team. Let me try this team as well. Yes, no healing, no healer, unfortunately. But I think you can do it. Let's try it. Like Yelan, Xianyun, and Xingqiu, something like that. Let's try it, why not? I mean, without Bennett, yes, it's not so great, but
Wind strike.
Witness the power of Gua. No, my busted. Game's up. Time's over.
Clouds high. The birds.
Rain cutter. Rain outline. Things are about to get dicey. Quietly.
Yes, you need to.
Wind strategy, as one with wind and cloud.
Nice and spicy.
Witness the power. Game's up. Front's over.
Wind strategy.
Target range. Spread your wings and raise a storm! No, my sword!
Booba, get them!
Where do you think you're going?
One with nature. Clouds high. The birds.
Rain cutter! Busted! Here comes the catch!
You're toast!
The eternal awaits long ride.
I'm right hand into the fire!
Actually, this team went better than with like yes, because like Yelan gives you more damage, and yes, you keep like only Shanling as a on fielder. So yeah, it's like 130, pretty good team. I mean, yes, with Xingqiu as well, because like Xingqiu also gets some buff. You know why? Like no, Xingqiu doesn't get buff, but Yelan gets some buff because. Because of like hydro resonance. Let me just do this team again. Try to swirl pyro, by the way, because like swirling hydro is not a great idea. Try to swirl. That's why you need to use that Goba to do some swirl, then use her burst to get benefits from like pyronada. So yeah, this team, like if you check like elemental resonance, it gives you additional HP by 25%, which is good for Yelan, her damage, her burst. So yeah, and since you have like this weapon, you will be completely okay with the energy. And by the way, like Xiphos also adds something. Yes, Xiphos add like 10% to each of the like for the characters. Yes, 10%, about like 10%. And it's like, let's say it's not bad, it's okay, yes. But you can go without Xiphos as well. I mean, like, you can go with, like, Iron Sting, or maybe, like, his free-to-play event weapon, which is this one. But better to go for Elemental Master. You can go, by the way, with, like, this one as well, Sacrificial Sword, to, like, to get a chance to use the second skill. So yeah, like you have many options, but this team is also not a bad team. Okay.
Time to go.
So Yelan is not so good with Neuvillette, unfortunately, because Neuvillette uses charge attack, and you cannot benefit from Yelan's burst. It's the same situation with the Xingqiu, by the way. Yes, you can get additional HP, but Furina is the best option for Neuvillette. Yes, it's like not one of the best, but the best one. Yelan also is good for electric charge, vaping. You can go with Arlecchino as well. But Arlecchino, yes, without resistance to interruption. You can go with Zhongli, by the way, to get some. Let's try with Zhongli, like Zhongli, Arlecchino, Yelan and Bennett. Yes, with Kazuha you will get more damage, but with Zhongli you are more safe. Or you can use, like, let's say, this team with Xingqiu. I prefer this team more, but it's like, let's say, you can switch Yelan with, like, it's like a chess, you know, you're playing the chess. They made this option so great, or maybe something like that. So yeah, anyway, I'm sorry guys, it's like off topic. So yeah, this team is also like, yeah, without Kazuha, but with Bennett. So yeah, you can go with this team, because you need, for Arlecchino, unfortunately, you need resistance to interruption. It's like, you know, without resistance to interruption, you need to do so much dodge. But with Zhongli, you will lose some time by casting that hold skill ability. Anyway, let's try it. Berserker, yeah. Okay, Samir, bye bye. Thanks for joining, Samir. So yeah, it's like that.
Transfix. Quietly now. Game's up. Come on,
Everybody stand back!
I'm stop this rotation. I will do it again anyway.
Stabilize. I will have order.
Let me do it again, yes. So, actually it's better to like start with not jungling, with Arlecchino. You know why? Because you need 5 seconds. Like if it's like if Arlecchino is at Constellation 0, it's better to start with like
here comes the
this. Then
Order
use that
guide.
burst. Then use that shield. After
Go
that,
in!
like this, and then start it. In my opinion, it's way better. You're more safe in this case.
Gotcha. Things are about to get dicey.
Solidify.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
But the damage output for real, it's super low. I mean, it's not so high. When it's covered, you get way more damage.
Busted. Game's up. Time's over.
Way more damage.
Your coming was foretold
Pressure wings.
for the eternal oasis.
Where do you think
Things
you're
are about
going?
to get dicey.
Everybody stand back!
This is order.
This is
Found
where
this
that
one
was bad.
like a 99.
Laid bare. Quietly. Goodbye. Until we again.
It's like not a bad time, but you more like it's more safety with jungling. Yes, you're like that shield layer really helps you. But it's still another team you can use, you know? Why not? Yes, Queen Yelan is so... Yes, Queen Yelan, yes, she's like, for real, she's not bad, but still, if you ask me about like future updates... I'm sorry guys, just a second. So yeah, if you ask me about future updates and future characters, I would say it's better to skip Yelan. You know why? Yelan is pretty old character. We got Yelan with like Underground Chasm, by the way, and it was before Sumeru. This place. Just imagine it's like before Sumeru and it's before Fontaine. So it's about like 2 major patches away. I don't want to say she's old or something, you know, like she's still pretty decent character. She gives you buff. She has that pretty good like exploration ability. I mean, her skill. Yes, you can get couple constellation which increase her damage, but I wouldn't suggest to go for constellation anyway. So yeah. It's like yeah, she's pretty like not outdated, I would say. She's pretty okay because like power creeping in this game is not so high. It's normal, let's say. Maybe it's like kinda let's say it's not so high, but still, since Yelan is of field DPS characters, she is like support characters, not like let's say on field DPS. That's why her value is still okay. She is still useful and you can use her anyway. Even if you go for her, let's say you like Yelan, she is still pretty decent character. You can use her in a wave, in a hyper bloom, by the way, in a quick bloom with Alhaitham. By the way, let me check quick bloom with Alhaitham team also. If Arlecchino comes, I will go for cons rather than weapon. Yes, actually, Mr. Dever, if you ask me, Arlecchino's Constellation 1 is better than a weapon. And you know why? It's not because weapon is so bad, it's because we have alternative weapon. It's only because of that. Because sooner or later, if you will be pretty lucky enough, you can get that weapon. And this weapon is not so bad. You can easily use this weapon. I wouldn't say Staff of Homo is better. Staff of Homo is not so great for Arlecchino, unfortunately. Yes. But with Constellation 1, this weapon is pretty good. And yes, that weapon is super limited. I agree with you. Even though that weapon looks pretty crazy on Arlecchino, it's like, it's a waste of your prime gems. Yeah, no need to go for it. But Constellation, yes, Constellation is crazy. Especially 1 and 2, it's good. But again, I wouldn't suggest you to go for Constellation. Yes, Arlecchino is pretty unique character, and I don't think we will get some kind of character in the future, because, you know, like, just imagine, she don't need like, you can keep that infusion like for real unlimited. I mean, you can like do it again and again and again, you know, it's pretty useful. And with Constellation, let me check the Constellation, just like, first one is for enhance, the value of the increase is like 100. Additionally, Arlecchino's interruption resistance is increased when she performs a normal. Oh yeah, that's great actually, you know, like maybe you can like in this way, in this case, you can go with Yelan and you will be completely okay, which means like, it's not a bad Constellation. But as I heard, it's not the same like Neuvillette has. Neuvillette resistance to interruption is way more better than this one. It has lower multiplier. Resistance to interruption like calculates like if you have like multiplier 1, it means no resistance to interruption, and if it's lower, it means you have something. For Xingqiu, if I'm not mistaken, it's 0.3 or 0.4, something like that. But it also depends on melee and range characters. I mean, multipliers are a little bit different, like are they calculating a little bit different. So yeah, for Arlecchino it's super like high, let's say it's like 0.7 or something like that. But with Constellation 1, yes, you get more resistance to interruption. Second Constellation is even more better. I mean, with this Constellation you will get crazy amount of damage, by the way. This is just insane. And then also, I usually don't, let me check it, when Arlecchino absorbs such as, so yeah, and now already, so yeah, first apply. When Arlecchino absorbs such a dude, she unleashes Bale Moon Blood Fire in front of her, dealing 900% of her attack as AoE and increasing her all elemental resistance and physical resistance by 20 for 15 seconds. That's crazy actually. This effect can be triggered once every 10 seconds. This is even more crazy. You must first unlock the passive, that's alright. I mean, yeah, actually yes. To Constellation, it's better. It's way, like, Constellation 1 is better than weapon, Constellation 2 is even more better. But, anyway...
If there's nothing better to do, we could go foraging for ingredients.
True, Yelan is now too old and Natlan seems too much DLC like. Yes, Mr. Dever, I agree with you. I mean, if you, like, say about, like, Natlan, I would say if you have Xingqiu, and most of the players have Xingqiu or will get the Xingqiu anyway, I would suggest to skip Yelan, even though she is crazy. I mean, she is not a bad character, she is a pretty good buffer, she is pretty easy to use, especially in Overworld, especially like this skill is just crazy insane, you know. She's pretty and she has pretty good background and personality, by the way. Yes, and I don't know if you like play that like her quest. That quest is maybe one of the best quests in the game, and underground, like Chasm. Yes, that area is not so great, but quest was pretty good. And about DLC, yes, I agree with you. Like, it's like you know why DLC? Because just imagine they will change in a combat system, they will add Night Soul, something like that. There are so many changes only because of one region, and they will continue do the same thing with Snezhnaya, by the way. You know, I heard the Traveler will get Gnosis this time. It's good. for Arlecchino, but Arlecchino weapon is like for her. Yes, I agree with you. I mean, yes, none of the characters can use that weapon because of that passive. That passive is only for Arlecchino, which is bad actually, you know, like, let's say I don't regret so much, but let's say if I knew that I get that weapon, I would go for Neuvillette's weapon instead of this one, because like, let's say I could use, now I can use like Deathmatch as well, and Deathmatch, by the way, it's R5, it's BP weapon, but still, it's like, let's say I get this. Let me do some tests, by the way, why not? Let me do a couple tests with Arlecchino Deathmatch and Arlecchino with this team. Arlecchino, her signature, and you will see the difference, you know, like, let's say no difference whatsoever. Yes, of course, like it should be some different. Yes,
No need to fret.
Yes, there is some difference, but not so, like, let's say, something crazy. Dank Vortex, congrats on... Oh, for real, thank you very much, Johnny. I, like, you know, like, I cannot see it right here because it's a window about, like, it's a stream window, but I will check it. Thank you very much. Well, if you see Arlecchino weapon has some good weapon, then I will pull. Yes, actually, you know, like, you don't even need to pull one, because like sooner or later you will get that like polearm, jade polearm, which is crazy. Now let me go with this team with Arlecchino's signature, then I will switch to to Deathmatch. Yes, Deathmatch is BP weapon. To get like R5 Deathmatch, you need to buy 5 BPs, but still, let's say, you know, like, if you compare the, like, if you compare with the spending your primogems, you can lose 2 times to get that weapon, signature weapon. Like, I think BP is like less like easy to get than her signature. So yeah, anyway, I mean, I just messed up a little bit with my thought, but let me check it and I will tell, and I will explain.
Rain outlines your fate.
Teamwork is strength!
I will do it to the end.
Overruled! As one with wind and cloud!
Know my sword. Witness the power of Gua.
Everybody stand!
Your coming was foretold!
Transfix your wings and rise
Where
as
the
stars!
fallen leaves adorn!
Rain outlines your fate.
Where do you think you're going? Witness
I usually
my
do like that, you know why?
Overruled!
Because it's the fastest way to get, like, yes, you lose some energy, but when you use that burst, it gives you some damage. It's pretty high multiplier, and when you use Kazuha's skill again, you destroy this, like, Pokemons, I mean flying ones. So yeah, it's about, like, let's say, like, yeah, 55 right here. By the way, a question, what is Dia good artifact set? Oh, for Dia, by the way, Dia is just like the one of the craziest characters in the game. She can benefit from different sets, and I like the characters like that. Like, her signature set is healing set, by the way. But no, not a healing, you know, like, she scales on HP, not so much. Let me check it. Yes, you see, like, attack multiplier is like higher than HP one. So yeah, it's better to go for like something like, let's say, maybe emblem is better for her, because like usually when you cast that skill and when you use, like, unfortunately duration is only 4 seconds, maybe emblem is not so bad. like, but if you want to use her as a DPS character, but she's a DPS character, by the way. So yeah, it's an emblem set maybe, it's crimson set can be useful, something like that. But I wouldn't suggest you to go and to use her as a DPS. You know why? She is way better and useful as a supportive character. So yeah, if so, I would say the best set for her is like this one, and with the EM build. With this weapon, it's free to play weapon, by the way, but you can use it costs like, yeah, this one, Rain Slasher also. Rain Slasher is a free, if I'm not mistaken, so yeah, you can get like ton copy of them, or oh, no, it's not free, unfortunately. Yes, you cannot get that weapon from the, or can, I don't remember exactly, but anyway, you need to go for EM weapon. I don't know if Rain Slasher has more elemental mastery, but this one gives you more, like, upon triggering reaction, you get attack and EM again. So yeah, for 8 seconds, which is okay with, like, let's say it's normal. So yeah, if you go for support, you can use either this set, Flower of Paradise Lost, or Gilded Dreams. Gilded Dreams is also not a bad set, but her signature, if I'm not mistaken, let me check it, by the way. You can like go for, if you just a second. No, it's not like that. It's like, yeah. Oh yeah, this one. It's a, you know, if you ask me, it's her signature set, by the way, because like it gives you HP. On top of that, elemental skill and elemental burst damage will be increased by 10% after the equipping character takes damage. After that, you can get like 80% more for 5 seconds. But I would say it's not a great idea to use it, because like it's this set for DPS Dia set. Because like when she casts that field, she gets resistant to interruption. So yeah, she will lose some like HP. She will take some damage. That's why you can like this passive will work pretty okay with her. But still, I wouldn't suggest you to go for this set, because like, you know, like when you look for multipliers, she scales on HP not so much. It's like, you see, the attack is way more higher. Attack multiplier is way more higher than HP. So yeah, in my opinion, it's not a great idea. I don't know why like so many players use that set. The HP multiplier is super low, like complete nothing, you know, like 2% is like completely nothing. So yeah, in my opinion, it's better to go like attack, something like that, or EM. I would say like Virgin Dia is way more valuable and useful than like DPS Dia. Because with Virgin you can use with Neuvillette, with Furina, with so many characters, by the way. She's crazy. No, I suppose, oh yeah. Oh, okay, it's if so, yes. 2 Rain Slasher with R5. So yeah, if you have to, like, anyway, I would suggest this weapon, if you ask me. But because like she benefits from attack and from like, let's say her skill benefits from attack, but Virgin is benefits from EM. But it's up to you. I mean, if you have Rain Slasher and don't have this weapon, Rain Slasher is a great option. So yeah. But you need to level up to the 80, you know, to get the max amount of elemental mastery. But, or just like, you know, like, you will still okay anyway, because let's say if you will use like Dia with Neuvillette, you will get wave damage anyway, you know, you don't need EM for that. But for Virgin, yes, you need elemental mastery. I will do a couple runs. Let me try like just a second, guys. Okay, let me try now with deathmatch. Deathmatch gives me more crit rate. So yeah. True, some people have kinda miss. Yes, like, you know why? Like, about the people, because this game, it's so, like, you know, this game allows you to do literally anything you want. Like, in some cases, you can use, let's say, you can use Thundering Fury on Kazuha with a sacrificial sword, and maybe you can do that plunge attack, his skill, non-stop. Let me show you. So yeah, just a second. Let me show you. You can go with Thundering Fury on Kazuha, and it's legit build, by the way, with Elemental Mastery, keep that in mind. Yes, you will lose that passive, I mean, like this one, but that's alright, you will still get his own damage buff, elemental damage buff. So yeah, this set 4-piece says that when quicken or the aforementioned means like, oh, electrocharge, overload, and other reactions are triggered, elemental skill CD is decreased by 1 second, can only occur every 0.8. It means you can get that skill like literally immediately. If you want me to, I can test it, because I have full sets of like and with Elemental Mastery, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, we can check it. Let me just do some runs. Let me just help my friend to do Navia bosses, and then I can do it. So yeah, I mean, like, you can do like crazy things with this game, and it's okay, why not? That's why, by the way, Thundering Fury in some cases can be not a bad option for Chlorint. Because like you can like use more like her skills, and you can do like not more damage, but you increase your rotation. Okay, let me go like now. I will go with the same team. I just switch the weapon. But the Arlekinos also depend on Bond of Life much rather than yes, actually yes, Mr. Arlekinos scales on Bond of Life, not on a, she needs attack, but she scales on Bond of Life. I mean, it depends like on how much Bond of Life you have. The more you have, the more the damage. So yeah, she scales on like, let's say it's not a scaling, but her damage depends on Bond of Life. So yeah, like she needs attack anyway, because you know why she needs attack? It's because like she needs attack because of resistance to interruption, but that resistance to interruption is completely trash. So yeah, you can go whatever. Yes, no need to go far like for like low attack. That's why high base attack weapon is pretty okay, pretty good for her. To somewhere, so hydro damage deluxe with Candice. Yes, actually exactly, you can do that. Hydro damage deluxe for real high. Actually, maybe it's not a bad idea with Candice. You know why? Because Candice increase normal attack damage, and she's good for Arlecchino, by the way. But you need C6 Candice. Yes, but you need C6 Candice, by the way, unfortunately. You know why? C6 Candice increase normal attack damage. And by the way, in some cases, she might be better than Xingqiu. So yeah. I saw some YouTubers telling she scales on attack. Yes, actually, you know, like, let's say it's not scaling, she needs attack, but her damage depends on Bond of Life. But still, you need attack. Like, let's say for mostly for DPS characters, or like scales not from HP, attack is, let's say you need attack for those characters. It's like, let's say Xingqiu needs attack, Arlecchino needs attack, Navia needs attack. Even though like she benefits from other elements, she still needs a lot of attack. Then Diluc needs attack. So yeah, like let's say most of the DPS characters, not HP scaling, but ordinary like characters, they all need attack stats. So yeah, let me try this team, and then it's the same team but with different weapon.
Transfixed wind strike. Rain outlines your fate. Everybody stand back! Overruled.
One with wind and cloud.
Let me weave you a verse. Huh? Adventure to teamwork is dreamwork.
See the damage output, it's crazy. Then it's not so bad, you know? It's the same thing he gets with his
Oasis. Laid bare.
Where do you think you are? Know my sword. Witness the power. Everybody stand back. This is where you fall. Transfixed.
Come on.
Into the wind. The eternal
I mean, I didn't kill them with that burst, but it's the same time, exactly the same. Yes, it's like, you need a couple tries, but it's exactly the same time. So that's why, okay. Her signature is good, of course, you will get more damage, but I wouldn't suggest you to go for that signature. I mean, you can easily use like Jade Spear, and you will completely okay. That signature is only like kinda cosmetic addition for her. It looks just crazy on her. That's it. Alright guys, let me join. I'm using Mercy and Golden Troop 2-piece on Furina. Will it work? Actually, no. Like, you know, like you can use it, but no, it's not a great one. You know why? It's better to use like 4-piece Golden Troop. Mercy Hunter is not for Furina. Go for 4-piece Golden Troop. I can show you my build. But it's like 4-piece. 2-piece for Furina is not a great idea. She is of field DPS, and Golden Troop is her signature set.
Rain outlines your fate. Let me weave you a verse.
A round of applause.
Fire! Well, going at you.
Witness my wrath. Laid bare.
Step right up. Rain out. Finds your fate.
Watch out! Hey there!
Here comes the finale. Transfixed.
By the way, now my Furina artifact ratio is like Neuvillette 5. Yeah, that's crazy actually. Oh, you know, like Hunter set, Mr. Dever, let's say Hunter set is pretty good. And you know why? Because let's say we will get some new characters in the future. If you're okay with your stats, then no need to do that. Because like 60 to 180 is okay, but like keep that in mind about her energy. You know why? She needs that. She needs that energy. I mean, because mostly she is not a DPS. She is a field DPS, but with
more data samples, the better.
Yes, Chaska in like 5.2. It's a 5-star cryo, I hope, and maybe they will add something like I read that they will add something new to that character. So yeah, I hope like all the cryo likers will get some pretty good cryo character, because like, you know, like most of them just like use Ayaka.
Laid bare.
Ring cutter.
Coming at ya!
Everlasting as the moon. Transfixed.
Let's get this show on the road.
Watch out! Fire! Withdraw.
Witness the power. The end is ready. Overruled. Know my sword. Rain outlines your path.
Oh yes, if you have Furina energy recharge like around 185, then she's crazy. That's crazy build. Yes, no need to go for more than that. My Furina 6 low here.
Something you wish to report? Go on.
Like, you know, Hydro, about the energy recharge, I mean, you need like about like 180 to 190 energy recharge. And if you use like triple cryo or like HP like artifacts, then maybe like you don't need to go like more than 40k HP. By the way, she cannot be used more than 40k. I can show you my build if you want me to. I mean, it's better to go like HP at C0. It's better to go like Sans HP and Goblet HP, but Circlet should be crit rate, crit damage. It's up to you. I mean, like, most likely you have her signature weapon, and because of that, you like pretty okay with HP and with crit rate, crit damage.
Transfixed. No, my sword. Let me read you a prayer. Everlasting as the moon. Now disappear. Time to act.
Let's get this show on the road.
Silver send-up! From the scene of
Overruled. Rain outlines your fate.
Does she need at least? Yes, at least, like, yeah, she needs at max 40k, not at least. Yeah, I mean, you don't need to go more than 40k. It's not at least, my Furina is around. So Mavuika will be, yes, Mavuika, you mean Pyro Archon? No, Mavuika is going to be like in a 5.2 most likely, not a 5.0 like 3. Even though she is like just a second, guys. Let me check that build. Oh, it's level 7.
Seems like the stories here never have a happy ending.
I do love Spina di Rosula's logo. It was designed by my mother.
Have you noticed how it's shaped like a heart?
Never have a happy ending.
Alright guys, let me try like yes, she needs like hydro. She needs not at least 40, but she needs like at max 40. I mean, no need to go more than that. Let me show you. For me, my build is like 40k HP. Weapon is like this pipe weapon. My sets, like it's golden troop, it's like, it's obvious, her signature set. HP sands, HP goblet, and crit rate, crit damage. And the talent is like 10-10-1. You don't need to level up. If you, like your Furina is Constellation 0, no need to level up normal attacks. It's like I would suggest you to crown his saloon members, his skill, and that burst. Like priority is her burst, but after that it's her skill. It's up to you. I mean, level 9 is completely okay. You will do less damage though. Just keep that in mind. Saloon members will do less damage. Oh yes, Constellation, yes, and overall stats is like 65 to 153, and energy recharge is 180. So yeah, it's like that. For me, this it's the best build for me. You know why? Because she deals damage. At the same time, I can get that burst back in maybe 15 seconds, which is like let's say the best scenario. You know why? You can use that burst back and like back to back on cooldown, which is like the best one for fielders and support characters. Okay, let me try. So yeah, like as you noticed, like Arlecchino with the deathmatch and Viscer's signature is let's say close to each other, the damage wise. So yeah, no need to go for that signature. It's only some cosmetic addition. I mean, it's like, it looks cool, you know, like her signature, like you know, like for real, it looks cool, but it's, let's say, it's a waste of your primogems. So should I farm Hunter more? No need to make my Raiden and other Hunter for your Raiden. No, Raiden needs a little bit different set. Raiden needs this set. It's like a Flower of Paradise Lost, but that set, I mean Furina signature set, can be useful on Navia, can be useful on Fischl. By the way, it's a best in slot Fischl set. So yeah, keep that in mind. I mean, for Fischl it's the best in slot. And for future characters, let's say if we will get some future characters which damage relies on skill, or maybe like let's say the skill is a main source of the damage, then that set can be also pretty useful on him. Because let's say you can use two-piece on Alhaitham, by the way. You know why? Because all of the Alhaitham attacks became a skill attack, and you can go just not for this set, but you can go two-piece like Elemental Mastery and two-piece Golden Troop, like this set, you know, and it's like pretty legit set, like a pretty legit like build for him, and pretty powerful, because 4-piece Golden Troop or Gilded Dreams, I'm sorry, gives you like, depends on the characters you have, it can be like some attack and some elemental mastery. And I think, in my opinion, 20% skill damage, 25% skill elemental skill damage bonus, 25% is way better than the buff Gilded Dreams gives you. It's only depends on pieces you have. Like, let's say if two-piece is way better for you, I would say two-piece would be nice on Alhaitham. So yeah, that set is not so bad. You can use it on Albedo, by the way, if you have him. So yeah, but for Furina, if you like your Furina is like completely like okay now, like you built her and your stats are pretty good, no need to go for that domain. Even though for now this domain is best, you know why? Because you can use Majesty Hunter with any DPS character if you use Furina in that team. So yeah, it's like that. I mean, you can use Mercy Hunter or on Navia when you use with Furina. I still would suggest you to go for Golden Troop or her signature, but you can use it. I could give up for crit. Or crit. Yes, actually yes. I could give up. Yes, actually Hydro. If you ask me, C0 double crown, same as you. If so, Hydro, I would suggest you to go like for your Furina. It's like most likely you have like a high amount of HP. It's useless. No need to go for that. And by the way, if you use like double Hydro in a team, second Hydro, then you will get 4k additional max HP. So in this case, you can go, by the way, you can even go with Hydro damage goblet. Because like if you fulfill her HP requirements, it's better to, with a Hydro circlet, with a Hydro goblet damage, then keep that in mind. Hydro damage goblet will give you more damage than HP. Let me just be more clear. So yeah, if you can get enough HP, like 40k HP with Hydro damage goblet, it's better to go for Hydro damage goblet. In this case, you will get more damage. It's usually like that because HP is a scaling value. It's only percentage, but Hydro damage goblet on other case, it's like true damage. You know, I have one. Oh yeah, I have this one. So yeah, in my case, I cannot get enough HP. I can go like to, let's say, yes, and because like if you have a signature weapon, you get additional 20% of HP. Let me show you. If you go like for a second Hydro.
Witness mime.
Oh, it's 41. Actually, it's okay. In this case, by the way, I can easily use like, let me check the ratio. It's also pretty nice because I get like additional. In this case, my Furina will deal more damage because Hydro damage goblet is way better than HP. If you have 40k HP, let me try. By the way, let me try Inspire Abyss. Oh no, let me try Cabal Domains. Right, could you check my build? She is still building. Oh yes, right. How are you doing? Just a second, let me check it. Oh yes, but just give me your in-game ID, please. Yes, so I'm saying, should I farm Paradise for yes, actually, Mr. Dever, if you like, let's say Paradise Lost, let's say it's a little bit questionable. I will explain you why. You can easily use Gilded Dreams like let's say if you have extra presence, then I would suggest you, because like this set, if you check the passive, it gives you 4% more damage. Let's just like the equipment characters Bloom, Hyper Bloom and Burgeon reaction, which we need. It's like for Burgeon is for Dia and Hyper Bloom is for Electro, like Cookie Shinobu and Raiden. Like reaction damage are increased. It's reaction damage, by the way. It's not a DPS because it's transformative reaction. It's increased by 4. Additionally, after the equipment characters triggers Bloom, Hyper Bloom or Burgeon, they will gain another 25 bonus to the effect mentioned prior. Each stack of this is lasts for 10 seconds, max 4 stacks, and also characters who increase this can still trigger its effects when not on the field. So yeah, this set is just insanely great for off-fielders like Dia, like Raiden, like Cookie Shinobu. So yeah, I would say this set is way better than Gilded Dreams, but you still can use Gilded Dreams. But EM sets, you know, like you need to go like Elemental Mastery Sands, Elemental Mastery Goblet and Elemental Mastery Circlet. But still, I mean, you will notice the difference between Gilded Dreams and between the Paradise of Lost, Flower of Paradise Lost. It's like, it's pretty decent different. Oh yeah, if you ask like that, Mr. Debe, I would say Flower of Paradise Lost is better. You know why? Because you already built all of your characters who needs Marushi Hunter, and you already built Furina. I would say farm for like Paradise Lost. And you know why? Because when you farm for Paradise Lost, let me check my, let me show you my sets. It's completely trash. You see, like, it's like, you don't need like energy recharge, crit dam, anything. You just need, you only need elemental mastery. Elemental mastery. This one is completely trash. This one is also not so great. This one, yes, it's like went to crit. I don't know why, but it's still like it's went to crit damage. Like, so, but it's still elemental mastery. Let me show another one I have. Like, oh, this one for Dia. You know, like you, it's completely like trash artifacts. The most important part is like the main stat. It's elemental mastery. Let me show my Dia, by the way. It also has the same trashy artifacts. I mean stats. You see that 26 defense. Who needs like it's who cares? A 60 flat defense. Another one. Yes, this one is. I don't know how it happens, but still. I mean, I don't have another option. By the way, I try to farm, but still, I need like I don't have any other with a. It's like 23 elemental mastery is the most I have, unfortunately. By the way, I need to farm that set again. Oh, I have this. Oh yeah, it's because of Cookie Shinobu. Cookie Shinobu for me is way valuable than Dia, to be honest. Yes. And this one, 77. So yeah, it's like that. By the way, Mr. Dever, just in case, we will get that set, I mean Flower of Paradise Lost, be in a scam box in a 5.0. So yeah, if you want, you can farm another set, you know, like golden troop, because we definitely will get like, let me check it. We will get this set in a 5.0, by the way. As I know, it's going to be like this one, this one, this one, and maybe, just maybe, I heard that we will get these sets as well. I don't know exactly. It was like rumors, you know, like, but still, maybe. But we definitely will get these 4 sets. So yeah, you can just use Scambox. I will, by the way. I need some Flower of Paradise Lost stats. Unfortunately, like the domain is not so useful, because like Desert of Pavilion is good for, it's Ayato set, if I'm not no, it's not. It's like, it's Wanderer set. It's Wanderer set. So yeah, I would suggest like to wait a little bit, but it's up to you. You can do like couple runs a day, like 20 resins, something like that. Why not? Maybe you can, you will be lucky enough to get some pieces, because you don't need crit rate, crit damage, you only need elemental mastery, that's it. Okay, that's a bit, but yes, keep that in mind. We will get that set in a scam box. Oh, hi Unif, how are you doing? Long time no see. Yeah, it's been a while. Oh yes, thank you very much, Unif. Thank you very much.
Such a hassle.
Yes,
Who
Raiden.
knew the people would adore me so?
Raiden in a 5.0. Oh yeah, right, just a second. Your Furina, right? I mean, you know, like, alright, about your Furina, I would suggest you to level up Furina to level 90. You know why? Because level 90 gives you additional about 1k to 2k HP, which is super valuable. So yeah, it's definitely you need to level up her to level 90. Other than that, her stats is pretty okay. You know why? Because crit rate at crit damage has like, oh, your set is like Wanderer troop at Golden troop. It's not a good one. You know why? It's better to go like for Furina, the best set is 4-piece Golden troop. 2-piece is not for her, unfortunately. You know why? Because of this passive. this passive is just insanely great for Furina. Like 20% elemental skill, which is saloon members, additional 25%, and it says like additionally when not on the field, elemental skill damage will be further increased by 25. So yeah, this effect will be cleared after 2 seconds, but you know, you can just on field her use that burst again, for example, and then swap back. You will keep that 25%. Then you can like swap her back again and use that skill. So yeah, you can get like 50 to like 70 more elemental skill damage non-stop. So it's better to use this set. Elemental mastery is not for her. Even like you have a force
parties are
like
a must strike a pose.
oh my. Even if you have like not so good artifacts, I would say better to go for that, because you know, like she is mostly off field DPS and you still will get some damage. But level up health to level 90, like it's pretty important. The thing is, my character I built, but I can't decide should I farm hunter on this or this part. That's not my EM are not that good, except my Nahida and Kazuha. No. You know, like let's say, Mr. If you have Raiden, if you have Dia, if you have Cookie Shinobu, I would say, and you want to build like Raiden, Cookie, and like Dia with EM, then and use the characters in a like Burgeon Hyper Bloom reactions, then Flower of Paradise Laws is the way. It's the only way, let's say. Oh, congrats, Univ. I just saw a massive gameplay leak. For real? I will check it later. How are you doing, Capital Caspian? Is these artifacts are also same domain for Wanderer set? I never agreed. Yes, actually yes. Yes, unfortunately yes, it's for Wanderer. So yeah, unfortunately. It's for, and that domain, by the way, it's from... It's this one. Yeah, I farmed this domain so much. So yeah, it's like, again, it's muscle memory, something like that. So yeah, this one. And it's like when you teleport right here, actually, place, let me show you.
I cannot help but feel that you bringing me here is some sort of
I like this place, you know why?
attempt.
When you go like this, the view is just crazy. And I don't know, I like it. It's something strange. So yeah, anyway. It's like flying castle, something like that. Okay, so I will farm Paradise. Yes, actually yes, I would suggest you to go Paradise. At
Water
least
comes
couple
in
runs a
many
day.
flavors to the discerning
Couple runs a day.
palate.
I need Hunter set strong box. I need a good goblet for my new and big farm. Yes, maybe Univ, by the way, we will get that Hunter set in a 5.0, but to be honest, if you ask me, I'm not sure about that, but still maybe. Alright guys, let me just... Oh yeah, let me try Furina, by the way. I switched to a Hydro goblet, and let me try, and you will see the difference, by the way. The damage output with this goblet will be way better. I mean, let's say not like crazy, but still better. I mean this one, because I have second Hydro character in the team. Oh yeah, I'm sorry about that. Just maybe I'm like a little bit away from microphone, that's why. So yeah, it's like now it's okay, right? Yeah, okay. But how is your WoWa going? Oh yeah, about my WoWa, I play WoWa. I got Changli. Now I'm at like Onion level 56, and I play that game. So yeah, pretty good game actually. I quit like ZZZ because ZZZ is super boring if you ask me. Like yeah, it's like kinda... It's a big F if you ask me. Not a bad game, but yes, the combat system is great, but the approach to get to that combat, it's so bad. Anyway, like, let's like... WoW is pretty good. Somehow I always dodge crit damage. Right, that's okay. You know why? because farming artifacts in this game, it's a nightmare. Hi Kakarot, how are you doing? It's really a nightmare. It's always like that. Like, let's say you can get like at least one good piece every 20 pieces, something like that. 10, like 15 to 20 pieces. You cannot get always good pieces. And by the way, the problem is not getting the good piece. Problem is leveling it up. Like recently, I got this one, by the way, for Navia. Not a bad piece, but, and I was super lucky, by the way. This one, it's geo damage bonus. Her signature said geo damage bonus, all of the, like, I leveled it up, and I was super lucky because, like, you know, like 20% crit damage, it's okay. 10% attack, it's also okay. She benefits from it, and flat attack, it's also pretty okay. So yeah, but if you compare with this one, yeah, this one is not so good. This one has crit rate, but this one is better. So yeah, like it's like, you know, like it's pretty difficult to get like the pieces you need. It's not always like that. You get some pieces and then you need to adjust your stats to be more, let's say, normal, I would say, something like that. But from the leaks, all I can say, it's goodbye to all of your on-field DPS when Natlan comes, even never. Yes, actually, Captain Caspian, it's the same thing what I told you about a couple streams ago. You know why? It's because new Natlan system, and that's right. But you can still use all support. You only use on-field DPS per team. Yes, actually, yes, it's kind of going to be like that. And by the way, that Moalani, I don't know, I haven't heard, like I haven't seen that leaks, but that Moalani is going to be crazy. And if you compare DPS with Moalani and Neuvillette, I would say Moalani is going to be better than Neuvillette on a single target. But we'll see still. I mean, yeah, like, you know, like maybe they will do some changes. We'll see. Oh yeah, for real, this is only the main. That's alright. Yes, Raiden, Cookie, Dia, and not good build Raiden, EM, and Cookie, Dia. Not build. That's alright. You know why, Mr. Dever? Because like building EM characters, it's super easy. Way easy than the only problem to get proper set. Well, the only problem is to get main stat, elemental mastery. That's it. It's the only problem. And as soon as you get it, just level up. That's it. No need to like check this substats. You don't need that. You don't need energy recharge. You don't need anything. By the way, you can use Burgeon Toma, that's set on Toma as well. You can go for Bennett, by the way, also Burgeon. Maybe you can go for Shanling, by the way, also. You know, like Shanling, Xingqiu or Yelan, Nahida, and maybe some additional dedicated healer. You know why? Because Burgeon is pretty bad for melee characters. That's why Toma with a shield is not a bad option. But I would suggest Dia, because Dia is off field. By using that field, you can consider her as a range character, you know, with Neuvillette. Oh yeah, exactly, Caspian. Thanks for the info, by the way, Capital Caspian. But you know, like according to the all leaks I saw so far, I saw the same thing, by the way. That's why now you can, like, let's say it's the new Natlan update. It's like a DLC for this game. It's like dedicated, like let's say it's a dedicated game with its own rules and with not a own mechanic, but with its own buffs. And that night soul mechanic, it's only for the Natlan characters. So yes, old characters is not F-upped, I would say, but yes, you need to go for new characters, definitely, and not only for one of them, but couple of them. So yeah, it's like that. Hyperbloom damage she does, yeah, for real. Just imagine. I mean, that's what I was talking about. That Moalani is going to be crazy. Believe me or not, she is going to be way better than Neuvillette on a single target. Way better. But by the way, she has AoE as well. So yeah, like that's why now I think about skipping Emily, to be honest, and go for Moalani. Even though, and I will explain my point. Because it's going to be a new DLC, let's say like Natlan, we will get, you need like more than one Natlan characters to get benefit from that damage. You know, like yes, you can use Moalani with the old characters, but you cannot like get all of the damage from from Moalani. I mean, not the damage, I would say more power from Moalani. You know, like you need to use Moalani with the Natlan characters, with a that DPS set, Natlan
I see
set,
the value in my own
and
work.
supportive sets. You know, or more than that, if you will use like Xylonen and Pyro Archon, just imagine you Moalani's damage will increase by a lot. So yeah, by the way, Capital Caspan, it's not the final damage from Moalani. You will get more damage with Xylonen because Xylonen will give you 40% more HP, and Moalani doesn't have a cap, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, the more HP, the more damage. And with the new Pyro, by the way, Archon, let's say Mawika, you will get that coordinated attack kinda, and you can bench your Shanling and you will get more damage again. So yeah, like it's like Natlan character is going to be crazy. That's why I wouldn't suggest to go for Yelan if you want her, by the way. Xingqiu is better option. And for Emily, even though Emily kinda unique character, let's say she is not bad, but it's better to wait for Nahida, which will get her rerun in a 5 or 4, something like that. Then go for old characters. So yeah, it's like that. Oh yeah, but I missed some question, guys. I'm sorry about that. Yes, Raiden, kinda cookie. But you can still use, yes, you can, but the damage, you cut a Capital Caspan, you can still old supportive characters, but the damage output will be low. That's it's not a problem. It's a DLC. Let's say it's just a DLC for Genshin Impact. It's not fair, Kazuha getting rerun already. No, it's because of, you know why? Like Unif, it's because of lore. It's because of that. Who is good? I got S1 Changli in. Oh, for real, congrats. Now voice. Oh yeah, okay. I mean, I was away, like a little bit like away from microphone. Also, Monkey Boy lost to Monkey Boy. Got a Changli in 20 pulls and got S1. Oh, for real? That's crazy. That I built my Changli, and by the way, if you ask me, Changli is just has so crazy kit. She's just insane. For real, she's just insane. I like her so much. Personally, I'm not excited about Natlan. I'm only excited about Raiden. I'm fine. Yes, by the way, about Raiden, you still can get Raiden. You know why? You can use at least one supportive characters with a Natlan team. So yeah, you will be completely okay. But with Xylonen, maybe you will need another one. Even AoE Moalani sends down Hydro missiles, similar to how Hyperbloom moves. But instead of 30k Hyperbloom damage, she does. For real, that's crazy actually. And those Hydro missiles target each enemy individually. Oh, but you need to mark them. I'm sorry about chat, I'm a little bit like miss the chat, but you need to mark them, as I know. No, after, like, it's like now, after nerf. That's why, see, here, that's why, Mr. Dever, I told you that Moalani is crazy, even now. And by the way, you will get more damage with Natlan characters. So yeah, you will be completely okay. She was just crazy before. Yes, actually yes. She was just, yes, kaboom, like kind of like that. Kirara Nilo Bloom is also very fun. Or Kirara Nilo. Ah yes, actually yes, you're right. You know why? Because you get a shield, and because of that you are pretty safe from that bloom damage. So yeah, I need support. I skipped Furina in last banner. Moalani is the secret Hydro Archon. Actually, you know, Stefan, it's kinda, she's going to be crazy, by the way. Yes, for real. But how are they going to basically reset everyone account? No, Capital Caspan, it's not like that. The problem is the region. Like if you read all of the
Something
info
on your mind again?
we have so far,
work through it
you
together.
notice that new region will give us new mechanic, Night Soul, and all of the damage is built around that Night Soul mechanic. Because of that, all characters will be somehow outdated, and it's okay because Natlan is DLC. That's why I wouldn't suggest you to go for all characters now. I mean, Archon is Archon. Like if you want to go for Raiden, it's a different story. If you want to go for Kazuha, by the way, it's also a different story because Kazuha has like one of the best crowd controlling ability, and will be okay anyway. Yes, maybe with Mualani is not so great because Mualani is mostly like single target, let's say. Even though she has some AoE. I mean, but the characters like, let's say, Yelan, yes, I wouldn't suggest you to go for Yelan. The characters like, let's say... By the way, I don't want to say that, but even Neuvillette is like, will be not so powerful against single target. I mean, in my opinion, Mualani is going to be way better. Way better. And by the way, you like Caspian, Capital Caspian, I'm sorry, like about 300k. It's not the max damage output for Mualani. Mualani's power is one hit revealed. Yes, but Vortex, why don't you go for both Emily and Mualani? You have, you know why, Yoni? I will explain you why. Because I don't want to go for characters which I'm not going to use. That's why. And you know, like if you ask me, for me, Nilo is way better option than Emily. Because like playing with a Nilo in a Bloom team is way more fun than with Emily. Emily is going to be, you know, like that burning reaction is like so questionable. I mean, it's like so suspicious if you ask me. So yeah, that's why. And let's say for now, maybe like, just maybe like, you know, like having more characters. Yes, you're right. Maybe I can go for that to have more characters. But, you know, like just imagine you go for a character and bench that character. I'm pretty sure that I will not use Emily after I get like some Natlan characters. It's definitely like that. By the way, Capital Caspian, you know that Natlan, that Night Soul is also, if I'm not mistaken, will be related to Natlan region. So yeah, some of the Natlan abilities cannot be used outside the Natlan. If I'm not mistaken, it's kind of like that. Because all of the leaks you saw, like it's only in a Natlan. So yeah, outside the Natlan, some Night Soul mechanic will not work. So yeah, are we ever gonna increase our... Yes, maybe yes, by the way. They no Hydro, or like Hydro, you know what are they going to do? In a 5.0 they will increase world level. Like now we have world level 8, they will increase level to 9, and the HP level of the enemies will go from 93 the max to 103. So yeah, as I know, they won't increase Spile Abyss level characters like enemies. They will remain the same, but overworld will be more like dreadful, like yeah, more, let's say, more danger. So yeah, kind of like that. Bro, literally trolling us with... Nah, come on, you know, I'm not, you know that, I'm not. So late, congrats. Yes, that's alright, thank you very much, Mr. DeBear. Yes, Chengli is so... Oh yeah, but anyway, Capital Cat, thanks for the leaks, because I will definitely watch that leaks, but just imagine when we will get Xylonen, you will get more damage. Xianyun is just like crazy supportive characters for all of the like Natlan characters. Personally, I saw that Pyro region. Do you have many wishes saved? For me, yes, Capital Catman. I saved a lot, so yeah, most likely I will go for, like, you know, like, I will still check Emily, not gonna lie, because if she can be at least something close to Nahida, I will go for her. That banner is trash, you know, like, that banner is just so bad for me. Oh yeah, I cannot see it right here, but still, let me do it. So yeah, let me check my Furina with, like,
Let the world collide!
There is no escape!
Share my knowledge!
Settle down! The tides beckon.
you see the damage? Damage is crazy. It's way more better than. And I even not mark the. I got all of the Pomfrey stacks, and it's only because of like that Hydro. Like, yes, because the the duration of the Salon member is 30 seconds. The Hydro damage goblet like helps you a lot. So yeah, just keep that in mind. If you like have like enough Hydro, it's about your build if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, if you have enough HP for your Furina, I would suggest you to go for Hydro damage goblet, and you will do like crazy amount of damage, and you will still get that buff. The only thing I would suggest is to go for energy recharge, because you need to get that buff. Like, its duration 18 seconds and cooldown 15. Like, you can get it like within 14 seconds, something like that. It's the like best scenario when you can get your burst back again and use them back to back, because like you will get non-stop like elemental damage buff. So yeah, it's a little bit late, but still I need to do something. Personally, I saw that Pyro region, Hydro and Cryo characters for damage. About that, Stefan, by the way, it's like... Oh, I did this domain, by the way. Oh, yeah. Anyway, I want to do like, let's go for Navia domain. Yes, Stefan, about that, I mean, Natlan will go completely different story if you ask me. You know why? Because, by the way, they will change, like Capital Caspian, they will change combat system as well. I don't know if you read about that. They will add Night Soul multiplier. So yeah, this also will be helpful for your characters. That's why damage output is so crazy. Do you have many? Yes, oh yeah, it's like because okay. I hope Moalani Shark, Starboard and Kinage Grapple Hook works for exploring. Yes, it. Oh yeah, I don't know about that, Capital Caspian. As I heard, you cannot use those abilities outside the Natlan. But I don't think so. Maybe you will get more cooldown time. You know why? Because like you still can use the kit, because like let's say so far we don't have any other characters that cannot use the skill outside the native region. So yeah, in my opinion it's impossible, but Night Soul points will give you lower the cooldown using the skills. So yeah, maybe you cannot use Night Soul points and it will get some standards cooldown, you know, like maybe 10 seconds or 15 seconds, but in it's like the same situation we have with a Natlan, with a Fontaine, when you can go underwater and you cannot die, and you can die in any other regions, you know, something like that. Like, because like water is a water. What's the difference, you know? But it's like different region. Alright, I need to go now. Thanks for... Yeah, you're welcome, Yone. You're welcome. Yes, good night. I think surprise by the Emily compared to Nahida by... Oh yes, maybe yes. You know, like you know, if you ask me, then anyway, I will do some tests before go for Emily, that's for sure. But if she's going to be at least close enough to Nahida, I will go for her. If not, I will completely skip her. You know why? Because like for now, any additional Natlan characters looks way more better than Emily, than all characters, let's say.
Illusion shout!
Hey! The Temple of Wisdom!
Let my name echo in song!
Silence! Let the mighty be humbled!
Everyone hold hands!
Bow your head.
So unfortunately, Nahida is such a character which you need to like on field again to mark the enemies, which is a problem sometimes. Maybe they will give some kind of Night Soul mechanism to every character after level 90, just for speculation of... Oh, you know, if you ask me, Rohit, I don't think they will do that, but who knows? Oh, Pyro. I will keep it. Attack, please. Okay. Yes, let's do like continue, because like it's a little bit late, guys. So yeah, I'm like maybe about like 10 minutes, something like that.
There is no escape!
I see everything! Make yourselves at home!
Let me...
Shower me with praise! Time to shine!
Settle down! The tides beckon.
Yeah, you see, as soon as you mark them, you just destroy them. So yeah, that's a problem with Nahida, by the way. In this case, Yao Yao work way better. Because, you know why? Because you destroy the enemies. Let me show you, by the way. Let me go that, and I will show you. Because you destroy the mobs so fast, you don't need like HP circlet. I will keep it. You know why? I like this set, by the way, is good for chivalrous. So yeah, let me go like with Yao Yao. Oh my. Do you have many wishes? Oh yeah. Maybe they will. How about this? If you want to explore the other regions with Natlan characters, the game would tell you that they can't live. No, it's not like that. You know why, Stefan? If you ask me, oh bye Rohit. You know why? Because let's say it's going to be like that, if in my opinion. Like that Night Soul points, you can gather and collect that Night Soul points only within Natlan region. And because of that, you just cannot get the point when you are on the other regions. So yeah, it's going to be like that. I mean, like it's like, by the way, Xianyun will get a passive talent or something, some passive mechanic, which will count how many characters you have. Are they from Natlan or not? So it's like kinda some, you know, like it's already says that like it's Natlan will be like some specific region, you know. So yeah, it's anyway it's going to be DLC. I mean, like you know, like the developers developers like add something to the game, but add some with new mechanic, new regions, something like with new combat system. In case of Genshin Impact, they will add, for real, they will change combat system, they will add new multiplier, they will add Night Soul points, they will add that new exploration mechanic, which rely on Night Soul points. So yeah, we will get a lot of new stuff in a 5.0, just crazy amount of stuff, by the way. So that's why, let's say, if like about the topic of that stream, about the Yelan, no need to go for Yelan. Just skip Yelan. Even though, like, let's say if you like Yelan, then yes, go for Yelan. But Natlan characters will be way more valuable. Even though, let's say you can go at least, like in a 5.0, at least you can go for one character. Let's say it's going to be Moalani or maybe like Kinich. It's up to you guys. I wouldn't suggest to go for Kinich if you ask me, to be honest, because Kinich like going to be not so. I don't think. Yes, he will be okay only because of Natlan system, not Natlan mechanic. But compared to the other Natlan characters, he is weak. That's why they buff him again, and they buff that weapon. Like, not signature but craftable weapon. So yeah, I would say like Moalani is like the best choice for now. Like if your account is pretty new, you know, like, and you like don't have characters, and by the way, you need like more than one Natlan characters. That's a problem actually, because like let's say Hoyoverse somehow will not somehow it's obviously how they do that, they will force us to like wish for a Natlan characters. So yeah, one character is not enough. And Capital Caspian, like already told about that, you need couple Natlan characters in a team to get that crazy buff from a Night Soul, from the Natlan. So yeah, it's going to be something like that in my opinion.
Illusion shift. Don't be scared. Strike
Yeah,
pose.
I did.
Let the world collide.
It's better to use
An oversight on my part.
yeah, it's better to use like, I will do it again. Oh, come on.
Stay put.
Okay.
Bow your head.
It's better to use Yaoyo at the end, like not of the beginning of the. Yes, I messed up a little bit. I will do it again anyway. Yes, kinda, I would say. Do you have many 5-star weapons? Let me show you. Like, you know, like usually, like I wouldn't suggest to go for a weapon banner. You know why? It's like it's a scam. But I have like couple, not so much, and just keep that in mind. I play since release. Like for the premium weapons, it's like this one, it's this one, this one, this one, Jade Cutter, and this one. So yeah, it's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6 weapons from the premium banner, and others from the standard. I lost couple times 50-50 for weapon banners. One time, like I got second Homa, and I got like the Jade Spear, if I'm not mistaken. So others from the standard banners. I got this recently. It's my last 5-star weapon from the standard banner. And this one, my first weapon, by the way, 5-star. So yeah, that was crazy. I got Diluc in 30 pulls back then, and I just wished for a standard banner because I didn't know like how it works, something like that, you know. And I got that gravestone. That was crazy because like this weapon is a signature weapon for Diluc. So yeah, I don't have so much. But if you ask me which weapon is more valuable, I would say Staff of Homo is pretty good and Jade Cutter is pretty good. I mean, these two weapons, let's say they are not must-have, but it's would be nice to have the weapons in your in your account. So yeah, that's crazy weapons, by the way. So yeah, let me do last time, and I will show like the why Yao in some cases way better than Nahida. Would you even recommend wishing for a 5-star? No, I wouldn't. You know why? Because let's say standard weapon banner gives you like, yes, you cannot get like weapon from the standard weapon banner so quickly, you know, like you need to wait for wishes, something like that. Let's say in some cases, yes, like if the banner, like let's say this banner's value, by the way, if you ask me, is not so good. You know why? Because like this polar is good for Navia only. you cannot use this weapon on any other characters. That's bad. This one is crazy, by the way. This weapon is super weapon, if you ask me. It's a crazy weapon. HP weapon. We don't have so many. It's only 2 weapons HP, like with the stats, main stats, with the substat. It's only 2. We have only 2 weapons. But overall, this banner, I wouldn't suggest you to go for it. But let's say if in the future, like
Water comes in many.
let me just say, like, I got this weapon when I wished for Alhaiten weapon and this one, Freedom Sword. That weapon banner has had a pretty great value because like 2 weapons both of them were pretty good. Like either of them is okay. I wanted Alhaiten weapon, to be honest, but it is what it is. I mean, I got this one. I don't use it, so anyway. The same thing happened with the Staff of Homa. It was Staff of Homa, and if I'm not mistaken, I don't remember exactly. But yes, anyway, the point is, if you see 2 pretty good and useful weapon, flexible weapon, then yes, you can try to get. And keep that in mind that weapon banner has different wishing system, like with the characters, your PT starts at 87, but with the weapon banners, it's like 68, I'm sorry. Like for the characters, it's 78 and 90. For the weapon banner, it's 68 and 80. So yeah, you can get like the weapon within, like, starting from 68, 69, 70, something like that, up to 80. So yeah, it's a little bit less. Just keep that in mind. I mean, that's why somehow, like, time to time, I just throw one multi to a weapon banner. You know, like, to build my PT, because who knows, maybe we will get some crazy weapon. By the way, at the moment, I'm at like 41, and maybe I will go for a Xianyun weapon, by the way, because since she's going to be crazy supportive unit, I assume that that weapon is also can be pretty good for her. And because of that, you see it's a 41. I will keep my like PD. I will build my PD. It's already built because like I'm like about like 20 or 30 wishes away from a 5-star weapon. So yeah, it's like that. All right. Yes, it's risky actually. Actually, it's super risky. I agree with you. You know, like I spent about 60 wishes to get that weapon. Like, you know, like not back to back. I tried 3 times, and I was super lucky on the last time, 3rd time. Oh, bye bye, the dreamers. Bye bye. Sleeping time works. Yes, actually for me as well. So yeah, I'm about to finish the stream. I want the Zyphos. So. All say it, Mawika in 5 points. For real? Yeah, maybe enjoy it. Maybe. I mean, if so, then we will get some. You know why? If so, then Mawika is not a Pyro Archon. Then we will get in 5.2, by the way, we will get a Pyro Dragon. Then, like, we are in trouble. You know, we are all of us are in big trouble because we need extra Primogems. That's a problem. Because, like, let's say most likely Pyro Dragon going to be DPS and Pyro Archon is going to be support character. So yeah, that's a problem. So yeah, about the, like, with Yao Yao, let me show you. You better to start your rotation with Furina.
Time to shine.
Then use Rhino.
Settle down, be sanctified.
Only after that, Yao Yao. And start to do your damage. And you see, you will get the, like, it's way faster and you don't need to go. That's why Yao Yao is so good. You know, like with Yao Yao, you can clear, like with this team and Yao Yao, you can clear this domain faster than with Nahida. Even though Nahida is a broken, you need to like switch to Nahida again and to mark enemies to get additional hyper bloom damage. But Yao Yao, like, duration is like It's 10 seconds, which is more than enough, and the 5 seconds for Radish Jade. It's white jade, I'm sorry. It's like it also deals some Dendro, like it applies Dendro as well upon triggering. So yeah, it's like that. And also you can heal. Jasper is coming with 5.2. I think Hoyoverse isn't following the trend of Archon release. You know why, Capital Caspian? It's because they are not the true Archons, that's why. Like, that's why they just somehow change the trend, as you say. You know, like, let's say. Alrighty guys, like, it's like, I'm sorry about that, but it's like super late. It's like 11:30 here. So yeah, it's time to finish the stream. I will be online tomorrow, and if you want me to, I can do like maybe... We can discuss the future updates, it's up to you guys anyway. So yeah, I will try to find some topic about the stream. Let me just do that scam box and that's it. I mean, I usually like ends my stream with the scam box stuff. Because who knows, maybe you can get something like by the way, I got a couple times pretty good artifacts. Just a second, let me go with my last. It's a Kakarot was like. It's Kakarot says that it's my lucky team. So yeah, just a second, let me go with my lucky team. Yes, official and Kazuha.
The threads of your fate lie in...
Yeah, I got a lot of trash artifacts today. I usually go for this set, but the problem is with the Natlet region, all of these sets going to be nuts, so anyway, like, we'll see. Okay. And let's go some, maybe this one. Anyway, it's bad. It's so bad. I just think Hoyoverse isn't fun. I still think it's too early for prediction. I mean, enjoy about the... Oh yes, of course, Stefan, just a second. Yes, bye-bye, enjoy. Fall is quite reliable. Yes, fall is quite reliable, I agree with you. And about like, enjoy, about like it's still too early. Actually, it's not. You know why? Because we have so many leaks, like about an Atlan, especially about the mechanic. Like a Night Soul, something like that. Night Soul, yes. And points. So yeah, about my Yao Yao. I use Favonius Lens, but you can use like this new weapon as well. I prefer like Favonius, you know why? Because I gave her pretty high crit rate and use her as a battery. She's pretty good battery, by the way. Artifact set is like Dendro. Because like, let's say for Hyperbloom, it's pretty okay. For Hyperbloom related reactions, it's pretty good. Constellation 3, but it doesn't matter at all. I mean, only Constellation 1, it's pretty okay with, can be pretty okay with the Dendro DPS character, because it gives you additional 50% for 8 seconds, which is okay. But it's still, you don't need that. It's like, they're completely useless. Talents like, you know, like 9, that's it. It's because like, she can heal, and that's it. About the overall stats, it's like 52, 95 and 172. About the artifacts, I use like Elemental Mastery Sands, HP Goblet, and HP Circlet. It's only because of crit rate, you know, like if you notice, like it's 14 crit rate, it's like 13 crit rate. I need that crit rate because of that weapon. It's Favonius Lens, that's it. And she's, for real, she's pretty good battery. She likes pretty good energy generation, generated like for a team. Yes, it's good. Like it's not that high, you know, but let's say for that weapon, yes, you need at least 50 to 60. You know, yeah. But anyway, you like anytime you can go for like crit rate circlet. You can go for crit rate circlet anytime. But it, you know, like if you ask me, for me, I built that on Yaoya for a long time ago, but I still use the same build. I never change her build. I only change weapon time to time. From the Favonius lens R1 to the Favonius lens R4. That's it. Because like R4 is more reliable for generating particle. Unfortunately, yes, I don't have enough. It's a great weapon, by the way. Maybe one of the best supportive polearms in the game. So yeah, it's like that. You're welcome, Seven. Alright guys, thanks for joining once again. I will be online tomorrow. We'll see like how it goes. I will watch that leaks, by the way. Capital Caspian, thank you for that. So yeah, thanks for joining and bye bye. Bye bye guys.
I will make you better.
Today's recommendation is this book.